Hello and welcome to the Miscellaneous Bullshit Podcast. I'm Sean Lavelle, and as always, I'm joined by Tanner, I Am Legend, Clark. We're also joined this episode by sports enthusiast and incessant devil's advocate, Justin Gower.
It's a classic movie.
If you haven't done so yet, please check us out on Instagram at MBPod and on Twitter at Podcast Bullshit. You can also email us at yo@mbpod.com. That's yo@mbpod.com. And now, without further delay, this is Miscellaneous Bullshit.
Some people would look at me and be like, oh, that's an awful person. He's kind of awesome. And I don't know who those people are.
That's how Trump got elected.
Man, I mean, it sounds like he kind of has his shit together now, a little maybe. Although he is just hanging out with his buddy, drinking bourbon.
But at least he admits that I was right. He was the worst.
Get someone on the phone, send an email, talk to someone who knows someone,
Yep.
and get shit done.
Figure it out.
Get it done. If you like pumpkin pie, then jump off a bridge. They are pumpkin pie's the worst.
You like pumpkin pie? Drink and drive. Okay? Drink and drive. I can't
Look, dude, we've had the fucking conversation
Tune in
before.
next week to my own podcast,
fucking conversation before.
MB Podcast, starring Tanner Clark only.
Crazy.
So I don't care about your politics, LeBron James. However, that's not a political issue, so keep talking about it, man.
Right. Gentlemen, our miscellaneous cocktail of the week is the Holiday Smash.
Appropriate. It's actually pretty good. It is.
Tried already?
It's weird.
What do you think?
Weird.
It's definitely outside the box.
I never know what to expect from you.
Well, I try and mix it up.
Like I said, there's a sprig.
There's a sprig. Do you know what it is? What do you think we're drinking right now? Do you have any idea?
Clear liquor.
Mm-mm.
Oh, really? Not clear liquor.
Definitely bourbon.
Really?
It's 100% definitely bourbon.
Why is it pink?
I'm going to tell you. What do you think it is?
Food coloring.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm not putting food coloring in drink.
Come on, man. That's the new thing. That's the new thing.
It's never a thing.
That's the new thing.
All right. It's called the Holiday Smash. It is 2 ounces of bourbon, an ounce of 100% cranberry juice. Now, that's 100% cranberry juice, not cranberry juice cocktail, not ocean spray, cranberry juice.
Yeah, so wait, what does that mean, though?
It means, I'm pretty sure you can buy it somewhere.
Out of the can.
However, I made it out of cranberries.
Oh, okay. Juicer. I got you.
No.
Wait, what?
No, you wish you could juice it. I wish I could juice it.
You could juice it.
He mashed it with his feet.
With his feet.
Like grapes. No.
Delicious.
No. I put them in a pot with water, boiled them, cooked them, strained it. 100% cranberry juice.
See?
All right,
so about professional. This guy is crazy. This guy is crazy.
All right, so 2 ounces of bourbon, 1 ounce of 100% pure cranberry juice, half an ounce of 100% pure maple syrup.
That's what wowed me whenever I read that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and a sprig of rosemary.
It's subtle. It's nice.
So the idea was a holiday take, Thanksgiving, if you will, take on the whiskey smash.
Yeah.
So whiskey smash is whiskey, lemon juice, and simple syrup. So I subbed the lemon juice for cranberry juice and the simple syrup for maple syrup. And it is interesting. I would not want a bunch of them, but one of them I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just go from this to straight whiskey.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I could probably drink 2.
No, they are good. They are good. Did he tell you about the drink we had last week?
I have watched the podcast from last week.
Okay, it was a little much. So you saw it. Awesome. It was a little much.
We got a little carried away.
It was a little much.
On the podcast last week. We got a little carried away.
A little carried away.
Full disclosure, I've had that drink several times.
But
made by Sean.
You're stronger than me.
Nope. It was over several.
Nope,
it was over several occasions. Would not recommend doing many in one setting.
Do not do. Okay. Well, no. Last time I didn't drive home. James drove home. Because he didn't even finish that drink. I don't think he was just sitting over there, and he was smart. I looked back whenever I was watching, and my second drink, whenever I poured it. And then I drank it faster than he had even drank half of his drink. Mm-hmm. It was bad. It was bad. It was a thing. And he let me know about it too on the way home. But it's okay now. So what's been going on?
Oh man. it's working. You know, it was a short week, which is nice. But it didn't feel like a short week, and don't think I'm alone in that.
So wait, there's no Black Friday deals in your industry?
In my no, believe it or not, in the wholesale industry, there's not really a big Black Friday situation going on.
No one AC unit, get one half off, nothing.
Family deals on Black Friday? Come on. What about you? What's going on with you?
Same old.
Same old.
Yeah, long week.
I think part of it is that you know it's going to be a short week, and so you're expecting like, oh, this isn't even going to be a week. You know, I'm just going to go and do like, you know,
you set yourself
way
up for
less
failure.
work.
It's like an expectation thing.
Mm-hmm. And then you also, or at least for me, I was thinking like, no one's even going to be around. Like, no one's actually doing anything. Like, no one's going to be working.
Yeah. Some people
I'm
work.
not even going to have.
Some people work. Some people work.
And that's good. They should be, and I should be too. I was just mentally, I wasn't
checked out.
Yeah, mentally, I was a little checked out.
I think with the short week also, I spent a lot of time going, I can stay up another half hour.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a short week. I'll catch it up on the weekend.
Short week, no worries.
It's closer.
No worries. Here it is Wednesday night.
It was great.
You're going to get a little drunk. You're going to be super
just
sleepy.
Pass out over here and
pass out.
half an hour.
That's the way to go. No,
it's not a bad move.
See, the short week does not necessarily apply for me. I get Thursday off, but it's retail. So we go back for Black Friday.
All those Black Friday yahoos.
It's terrible. I mean, it's not as bad for me as it is for, you know, the ladies at Victoria's Secret and the 12 security guards that they hire for, you know, Black Friday deals.
That starts.
It's crazy.
When is it starting now? Like, dude, Thanksgiving afternoon at
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Halloween.
Oh, right.
I mean, eventually, like, I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, you know, we're in a consumer world.
Right.
It's sell, buy.
That is crazy. But you think there has to be, you know, a point where it stops making sense. Yeah. Like I feel like we might be there now, where everything is Black Friday, so it's so watered down, people don't care as much.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Movies were the same way. Movie premieres that, you know, movies always came out on Friday. Then they started opening Thursday at midnight, and then they started opening Thursday at 7:00.
Then you can go see, now you're going to be able to go see the pre-screen of the pre-screen.
You know what I saw? I didn't even read the whole thing. I saw the headline, but I saw the headline of an article said Amazon Prime members will be able to see Aquaman 2 weeks early in theaters.
Saw
Jeff
the same
Bezos,
thing.
you son of a bitch.
Right, like, if you're paying me some money, guess what? You get the opportunity to pay me more money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sooner than other people.
Congratulations.
He's a genius.
He's a genius.
And thank you so much. Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
I would love to give you more money.
Speaking of Jeff Bezos, since before we really get into it, you know, we're still catching up. I don't know if we talked about it on anything you've seen, Justin, but my wallet got chewed up. And thank the Lord for Jeff Bezos and his bookstore e-commerce shop
that he started in his garage.
Because I got a new wallet and I have it with me here tonight.
Whip it out.
I was going to have it last week, but thanks to Jeff Bezos and those bitches over at Amazon for delaying it. Thanks for the wallet, but you suck.
It's supposed to be 2 days.
I know.
Was it Prime?
I know, right?
Was it Prime?
Yes, I have Prime, and I don't know what happened, but it came on Friday.
Holiday rush.
So I was so upset. But
come on.
Here it is.
Let me see this.
Oh man, what did I just do? Here it is.
Hiding it from me?
Yeah, man. I don't know that you can see it. Hold on.
I can see it on the camera. I can see it
perfectly. I'm still not used to it, guy. Okay. Here. Check it out.
Okay. Has the bottle opener?
Oh, okay.
That's dope. That's dope.
I didn't want you to see it. I was gonna surprise you after the fact. See, that's why I was getting it ready, man. Okay.
Sorry.
Gosh,
I ruined it.
Guy.
You think he didn't know about the bottle opener?
His son of a bitch. This guy. He sent me a text. Cool. He sent me a text today asking if he was an alcoholic for a certain reason, and I said no. It's all the other reasons.
No, not for that reason. You're definitely not an alcoholic.
So,
but everything else.
I'm guessing you've seen like his wallet. I'm guessing you've seen those before, Justin.
Yes, I have.
They're pretty cool. Typically, there'd be cash in the band, but you know, I'm gonna go to the ATM before I go to the strip club, so no big deal. I'm not doing that. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
Get out of here.
No, but this is the coolest thing.
Don't be that guy.
You notice the bottle opener.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about the bottle opener is you take that piece off, And there's so many tools on
Ninja
there,
Star?
man. So many tools. Okay, look.
Oh,
I need this because I'm a mountain man.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
so
not
that's
a
a
mountain
flathead screwdriver. Okay,
and
then
use
different
it.
That's just a
wrenches.
corner.
Use it.
That's just a corner of a flat piece of metal.
Okay,
I
well
wanna see you use
they claim it as that, and then I don't know what that little
I can claim it as a
hexagon is.
butterfly. Use it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want to see that used as a flathead
Well, the
screwdriver.
bottle opener is all I really care about, and that's going to work.
Okay.
So there we go. And this is my new wallet.
I have a bottle opener on me as well.
On you? Is it attached to your wallet?
It's inside my wallet.
Oh, well, I don't know that you lose, but you
Come
might
on.
be even.
Look at that, son.
What is that?
Boom.
Where'd you get that at?
Killing it. I got it. It was a
Is that metal?
it was a
Black Friday though.
It was a groomsman
2017.
gift. Yeah, it's
Dude, I mean, obviously, but I'm
it's a
saying, like,
groom-
you could.
It was a groom's gift.
Dude, you can kill someone with this. It's
I was
like
in my
like a throwing card? Oh
I was in my dear
gosh.
friend Ellie's wedding
That's awesome.
when she recently got married, and I was a groomsman because I'm also friends with her husband,
Yeah.
and that was the groom's gift. It's dope, right?
And they got you that because you're bad at cards. Is that's what it was?
It is probable.
Justin agrees.
It is
Look,
probable.
Womp womp womp.
Just because
No, money's been exchanged back and forth.
I've been struggling for the past 8 months.
I haven't played in a while with you, but it's been struggling. It's been a struggle for me too. Gower will
months
say it's been a
isn't
struggle for him, but it seems like every time I can think back, he always takes money.
Struggle's real.
6 months is not an exaggeration. I've been struggling at cards. I did have a big win in there, but that's just because I kept rebuying the entire time because I refuse to lose.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care. I know it's a home game, and I'm not even going to win any. I don't care. I'm not going out. I'm just going to keep rebuying. I'm going to keep rebuying.
I'm not losing this home game.
Nope.
No,
not
this
going to
is the
lose.
most important.
I'm going to keep rebuying until I win, and it worked that one time. I also had a couple times where I tried that, and it did not work.
There you go. Gotta have a big bank. You can take it out. Killing it. I
Exactly.
do know. Anytime that I leave, like I get knocked out, I always hear next day. It was down to Sean and Justin, and I don't know. I think Justin took it. I think Justin wants some money. Like that son of a bitch. Every time. Is that typically how
It's fairly
goes?
consistent.
It's at least 30%.
At least 30%. And Sean wins the other 70%.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Those are
Cheyenne
lies.
winning the other 100%.
Yeah, no kidding.
Those
no
are-
kidding.
Those are 100% lies.
I don't know. But back to Thanksgiving and the holidays.
Yeah.
The holidays in general. What are the holidays? Is that Christmas and Thanksgiving, or is that just like what are the holidays? When someone's like Happy Holidays, what does that mean?
4th of July is a
That's what
holiday.
I'm saying.
It's a
So like,
holiday. But yeah, it only look. That's a good point because
what does that mean? Happy Holidays.
4th of July is a holiday. There's a lot of holidays, but no one says Happy Holidays. They start saying it around Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
but really they're just saying it for Christmas, and I think it applies to Christmas and New Year's.
Okay,
But
so
that's
it's
just
not
my
a
take on
Thanksgiving thing.
Can we just start saying Merry Christmas at every holiday, regardless?
Merry Christmas.
That would be
Easter.
great.
Merry Christmas.
Mhm. Especially because Merry Christmas is so not PC right
Correct.
now.
Yeah,
so
right.
that would be even better. That'd be even better.
No,
No.
not happy with that. Not happy
Merry
with that.
Christmas
Merry
every
Christmas.
time.
You can hold that. Take it back. Take it back.
I'm certainly not against that.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I get
That would make as much sense as Valentine's Day does. I mean, doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, I just honestly before we start talking about I wanted to clarify what are the holidays. I think of like New Year's Eve is not the holidays to me, but maybe it is like New Year's.
Are the
I always
holidays over?
think New Year's Eve. This is like a mentality thing. I think New Year's Eve is the holiday, but it's not. It's New Year's, right? Isn't New Year's the holiday?
New Year's Day is the holiday.
Yeah, that's what I
But
mean.
no one cares about New
No
Year's
one
Day.
cares about that, right?
No one cares.
Okay.
I got married on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. So did my mom and my dad.
I know you told me that.
They got divorced. Unlike you guys,
Not
You're
happening.
Going strong forever.
Not happening.
Going strong forever. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the holidays. I don't know. I think they're kicked off at Thanksgiving and they end on New Year's, the day after New Year's Day.
Okay.
January 2nd.
Okay.
Holidays are over.
Okay.
No more holidays.
Well, eventually it'll keep going back. October,
Right.
or Halloween, everything like that. Next to the Halloween decorations would be Christmas trees. It's not the worst thing.
At work today on the radio, Christmas music was in full swing.
I heard someone saying that they heard their first Christmas carol on the radio.
I did want to blow my brains out.
Yeah.
Yep. All day.
Yep.
All day. Christmas music is tricky though, because they'll trick you. Because you're like, not Christmas music, not now, not
Yeah.
right now. this is bullshit.
They play a good one though.
I freaking yep.
They play a good
Yep,
one.
they play a good one, and you're like,
good one.
Get into it.
Honestly, as long as it is not Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas, I'm good, because that is like the word. Like that's like the most cliche like Christmas song of my generation.
Played 3 times
like,
today.
Oh my god, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. Like I'll do the NSYNC Christmas. I'll do I don't know what is it, Chipmunks Christmas. I'll do that.
Yeah,
whatever.
Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown's dope.
Charlie Brown's dope.
Yeah, super dope.
I mean Charlie Brown. Period. Dope.
Yep.
Dope. So, but you know, he's a Thanksgiving guy.
Yeah.
You've seen those episodes. Some of my favorite Charlie Brown episodes were Thanksgiving episodes.
So what's up for Thanksgiving? What
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I got
So what are you doing?
Podcast for today. Gonna eat some food, dude. What are you doing?
Eating food.
I'm eating some food. Well, no, I'm waking up. We're doing like big Thanksgiving with my mom on Saturday. So tomorrow I'm just gonna go over there and we're gonna eat some shrimp for lunch. It sounds weird, right? But like we're having like the big Thanksgiving, you know, there on Saturday. So like she didn't want to like cook Thanksgiving food now and then later.
Again.
You know what I mean? So whatever. We're gonna watch some football. So this is what it's all about. It's all about football food.
Yeah.
It's all about football food. So
You seem like a football guy.
Oh, I'm a football guy. So, you know, we're gonna eat some football food, some nachos, maybe some scrimps, with some St. Elmo's cocktail sauce. Shout out St. Elmo's. And stuff like that. And then I'm gonna go to my dad's for Thanksgiving dinner. And that's gonna be the more turkey and tofurkey type of Thanksgiving. Tofurkey, you guys familiar with this? You're familiar.
I picked it up. I picked it up in context, but
Okay,
no, I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not
Tofurkey?
intimately involved with
You get
tofurkey.
it. You get it already.
No one's eating
Yes.
that. No
Okay.
one's eating that.
I have had tofurkey.
And
Garbage. Garbage.
Of course, it's garbage.
Thanks for the revelation, guy.
To all the
So
Nobody
insightful.
knew.
to all the vegans out there, I don't know what you're trying to like, what kind of hate you're trying to pour on us by telling us to try this stuff. It's not like it's for you, that's fine. It's not for us, okay? Carnivores like turkey. And you know, the thing is, turkey already is like one of those, I like it personally, but
Yeah.
it doesn't get the best reputation. Everyone's like, turkey dry. The turkey's dry. I don't
It's
want to eat the
usually
dry
dry.
turkey.
You should try frying it.
Yeah, you fry it, you know what I mean? You can do that, or you can throw some gravy on top of it, some brown gravy. You know what I mean?
Smother it.
You know what I mean?
Drown it in gravy.
No matter what you think about that dry white turkey meat, it's way better than tofu lunch meat that gets served folded over in a pan with some seasoning on it. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. Yeah, so like part of my family, well, not part of, they're my family. It's like my dad only has one brother and he married a lady,
Right.
and they are vegan. They have one son. So it's literally only 3 people on my dad's side of the family that are vegan.
You hang out with vegans on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving,
Poor
Christmas.
bastard.
See, no shit.
No, but the thing is, like, my dad doesn't play that shit. My dad doesn't play
I
that
met
shit.
your dad.
Yeah, he doesn't play
He
that
doesn't
shit.
seem like he would.
You know what I mean? Like,
Does he make them bring their own?
Absolutely. Like, we don't supply that garbage. You know what I mean?
If you're eating here, bring your own.
Where are we going
They
to
just
get
eat
that?
the cranberry salad and that's it.
we're
They don't
not-
have anything
We're not
else.
traveling
Right.
300 miles to the closest farmer's market to go get some tofurkey. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, we don't do that. So I don't know where they get it from. They order it. But, you know, they do tofurkey and then, like, other things. It's been weird my whole life. It's been something, this vegan thing is new. I've been around this shit forever. Been around this, and it's weird. It's weird. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing the real turkey thing. Like I said, my dad didn't play. He's gonna cook his own turkey. They're gonna bring their own lunch meat. It's gonna be fine. And that's how I'm gonna, end the night.
I love it.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to my brother's in Campbellsville, Kentucky. This small get together, driving a couple hours away, hanging out with the fam.
Might be a little bit more fun than what I'm doing. I don't know.
I guarantee it. he is going to have a real turkey, and there's not going to be any substitutes.
Yeah. No. Well, that's fine. You guys can make fun of what I'm doing. Just bring up. Hey, I know this guy. They're forcing lunch meat on him.
It's not even lunch
It's
meat,
not
'cause
even
it would
lunch
be
meat.
meat.
It's
Lunch meat substitute.
It's ground up grass and tofu, and I don't even know what tofu is. It's like a gray brick. I don't know. It's like
not
a little
good.
block. I don't know.
It's not good.
I don't know.
There's an argument that it's good, but it's wrong.
Yeah,
It's just wrong.
no,
It's not good.
absolutely. You don't have to convince me. I'm on your side, guy.
Yeah.
I hear you. I don't know.
But do you have any? So yeah, I mean, I'm not doing anything. I mean, we're hanging out here. We're doing, Thanksgiving meal. Some family.
It's your
in.
house.
We're chilling.
You host Thanksgiving.
Not normally, but this year, yeah. Usually we go to.
Do you ever host Thanksgiving?
Never.
That's a big deal. I think that's huge. I mean, I know yours is going to be like a
don't, though.
smaller,
Yeah,
like it's smaller,
not.
but it's still big. Like, dude,
Yeah.
the turkey. Are you having turkey?
Yeah.
The turkey's in your hands.
No.
In Cheyenne's hands? Whose? Your mom's?
Probably my mom's. Yeah.
Okay.
She'll take care of it.
You know, whatever.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
still
not.
hosting Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's big.
He had to move 3,000 miles away to do it.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
That nobody
Yeah.
was around
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
take that tradition from him.
Yeah. No,
I
no,
want it.
No one's
I want it so
superior in the
bad.
Lavelle family
Yeah.
could be like, you know, seniority.
I'm coming all the way out here to
Yeah.
Kentucky. No one can have Thanksgiving.
I'm not going to
I want it so
Thanksgiving,
bad.
Mom. I want to host Thanksgiving. If you want to see me and your grandkids, fly to Kentucky.
So do you have any like Thanksgiving, any big traditions, anything crazy?
Dude, traditions, it's just all about football for me on Thanksgiving. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. Like, other than that, like, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Like, we watch football. Like, that's what people do. We eat food. We watch football. We play games. We are a big board game family, though.
Okay.
We're huge. Oh, my God.
Like
board
Cards,
games.
cards and board games. You
I just
guys,
feel like
Well, you play euchre, right?
oh, man.
We're gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
soon.
Well, I don't know. We can play euchre sometime. I'm definitely down for that. I need quality gamesmanship.
I
out
had
of
you
everyone
pegged for
here
shoots
right
and
here.
ladders.
Shoots and ladders, dude. Okay, first of all, I'm a champion. Okay, shoots and ladders and any
Like
other
you
game
draw
that
the
requires
best.
real skill. Something about rolling that dice. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Doing like I can do that every single time. Every single time. That's why they kicked me
Not
away
buying
from
it.
all craps tables. They don't allow me to go.
That's because you're drunk. And they have to stop serving.
that's okay.
It's
that
not
has
your
nothing
turn.
to do with your
Shooter. Shooter. It's not your turn there.
That is
guy.
not exactly going the same way you believe in your head it's going.
It typically doesn't. It ends up with me waking up not remembering. And that's not what happened.
Do either of you have any tragic Thanksgiving memories?
Dude, I have one.
Give it to me.
I have one.
I want it.
So, pretty sure. Can't remember how many years ago, but
Mhm.
I have two older sisters and a younger sister.
Right.
And one of my I don't have like a huge build up for the story because I mean we're just playing board games like usual and doing stuff like that. There's not a huge
No
build up.
setup.
Like literally, that's what we do. We
Playing
sit
board
around
games,
the table.
sitting around.
We talk shit.
Double yellow, Candyland.
Yeah, people and by like board games, I don't mean that bullshit. Okay, I mean we're playing Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, okay.
Games of skill, games of knowledge, okay? You know, and then funny games like, you know, what is everyone playing? Like Cards Against Humanity and
Yeah.
like we're playing, well, Apples to Apples used to be like really big and we're into that. And that might have been what we were playing whenever this happened. I don't know. So my oldest sister basically got so wasted off this moonshine. And this is
real moonshine or store-bought moonshine?
no real moonshine.
Ooh.
Real moonshine.
Ooh.
Real moonshine. And I
love
said, I
it.
believe this is
I
Thanksgiving,
love
but this
it.
is a true story.
Yeah.
Her husband worked, well, you guys know, you guys are from around here, the ethanol plant towards Mount Vernon or whatever. I don't know if I should be, you know, divulging this information. He doesn't
Probably
work there
not.
anymore. It doesn't matter. I don't
Oh,
care.
okay, yeah, who
It doesn't
cares?
really matter to me, honestly. And he took some of that real deal stuff, just grain alcohol. That's period. And like brought like a little mason jar home to my stepdad. You know, he thought it was like real cool. He was like, "Here, take this."
Right.
And this is real deal stuff. And no one was drinking it. We all had our own drinks, and my stepdad was like apparently just splashing it in people's drinks without like, you know, anyone knowing.
Oh, that's fun.
Dude, he's a psychopath. I'm telling you, he's a psychopath.
Dude,
He's a psychopath.
That's a psychopath
He's
move.
a psychopath. And
That's-
like, you know, so
that's crazy.
I was getting wasted and she was wasted, and I mean, she is wild. And so my other sister,
and then you made out with your sister?
no,
is that where this,
hell no,
is that where this is
hell
going?
No, that's weird. That's weird,
Bro, I mean, I'm just saying you were setting it up
no,
in a weird
okay,
way.
No, she's
Sorry, I didn't
she
want to
is wild.
interject.
So she was getting wasted.
Okay.
And she was sitting there, and we're all like sitting around just playing games. And my brother-in-law is sitting right next to her. And this is not her husband. This is my other sister's husband. Is sitting right next to her. And I'm sitting directly across from my sister. All of a sudden, she just and does this.
Projectile?
Yeah, but she like shields it.
Yeah. But it ramped?
At like,
Are you telling me it ramped?
dude, I can't even do it justice. Like that's the thing. Like you wouldn't even understand. You wouldn't even understand. Literally, and it went straight up in the air and landed right on him. And he's just, and I mean, imagine how he was feeling. He was kind of
Probably
fresh into the
pretty buzzed
he was kind of fresh into the
with the top off on his too. He was probably.
yeah. I mean, he was definitely feeling
Did
it.
he do this and just start?
He was like,
licking
"Oh
it?
my god!" He literally about like lost it, but he kept his cool because it wasn't like, you know, he's an
new.
in-law.
Yeah, he's not
you know what I
comfortable
mean?
yet.
And like he's not comfortable yet, and like this is like not his, like, you know, it's like
Wow.
his sister-in-law, and like I'm sitting there and I'm like, first of all, me and her don't get along. You know what I mean? So like I don't care. I was like, hit her, whoop her. Oh, I was ready for it, but he kept his cool, and that's like the most tragic like holidays like I don't know, family like story that we have. Other than that, we're pretty tame. Pretty tame. We just, like I said, play board games, shoots and ladders. Whatever.
Justin, you got any tragic Thanksgiving stories?
Sorry, trouble. Uno.
Never projectile vomited on any of the family members.
Losers.
Have any of my in-laws got hammered drunk and start groping other family members? Absolutely.
Okay.
We're from Kentucky, right?
Oh, God.
Good
It's just
Lord.
in passing.
Yeah, it's friendly gesture. That's fine.
I've seen my brother-in-law aggressively attack in a sexual way his father playfully, right? As his father just keeps pushing him back, going, "What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you?" He's like, "Dad, it's just kissing."
Yeah.
Great times.
See?
That sounds like
Grandmother in the living room going, "I think that boy's drunk again," that sort of thing. Fantastic.
I
love it.
Good.
I married
Classic.
into it. I didn't.
It's not you. You're fine.
I'm not from this bloodline. It's just, it's a good time.
They're the best.
It's a good time.
I don't even hang out with my family though because I enjoy that so much.
You just get to sit back and drink, and just watch it all unfold.
Stand there and hope you get a kiss too.
So, ironically enough, my personal tragic Thanksgiving story
Involves you projectile vomiting,
I wouldn't call it projectile,
but vomiting.
but certainly vomiting.
Which is interesting because have you ever seen him throw up?
Oh yes.
Okay. Well, and I believe that you guys hang out more.
Hasn't everybody?
I have not seen you. I haven't seen you throw up.
No.
I've heard of you throwing up,
Yeah.
but I've not seen you throw up.
What was it, the second time we hung out?
We'll call it the first.
Yeah,
and
the first
actually,
one.
maybe the second as well. We can get into that.
Like to see him throwing up though, you have to make it to the end. You have to hit almost the finish line. Like if you're not there at 5 a.m., I don't know if it's happening.
Or 10.
10. Oh my God, what happened?
Can we do that?
Yeah, we're gonna do all right. So we're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna come back
that's
to
fine.
my
That's
Thanksgiving
fine. That's
throwing up
fine.
story.
Do it.
All right. So basically, the first time that Jess and I have ever hung out, our wives were friends.
It was my anniversary.
They set us up. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Oh shit.
And you spent it with
Your
Sean.
You actually okay? So the first time we hung out, I threw up, and like the fourth time we hung out, I threw up.
Absolutely. I'm good influence.
His wife set you up to hang out with him on their anniversary.
Yeah.
I'll give a
That's
backstory.
the most romantic thing I've ever heard.
I'll give a
in my entire
backstory.
life. Yeah, let's
give
hear
a
it.
small backstory. Wife and I get out. We're parents of 2 children at the time. We've got a third one now. And it's anniversary. We have no plans. We're just finally away from kids. We go out to dinner. Nice dinner. Don't recall where we went. Go to the little local pub. Gonna have a drink. And it's dead. We're bored. And she's like, "Hey, I just got a text from my girl Cheyenne, who you met once, that's just down the road,
Yeah.
just yada, yada, yada. They're hanging out on their back patio. You just want to go there." I was like, whatever. That sounds like better than here where we don't know anybody. And so we wound up on my anniversary hanging out on the patio where I met Sean for the first time. Even better than that was of course, the aftermath is he had too many to drink and whatever.
I had one too many.
But the best part is in reflection when we both discussed our thoughts of this meeting, our stereotypes, our assumptions of the other person, because our wives have met.
Yeah, you guys.
I would love for
cool
Sean
yet.
to
You
go
guys weren't
first.
cool
I would
yet.
love for Sean to go first when he spoke on essentially his brain thinking of this guy coming down to hang out at his house.
Because I'm from California.
Yes,
That's
sir.
where I'm from.
Yeah.
California boy, born and raised. That's how I do
raised.
it. And Justin is a coal miner,
I am.
born and raised Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Opposites.
who? My wife is friends with. Who is she bringing over to hang out?
Let
Did
it
you
hang
call?
out.
Did you call him a hillbilly?
Some coal miner. Some.
Did he?
Use all the words that
He
you
used
had in
them
your
all. He
head.
used
Some
them all.
Don't hold back.
mouth breathing,
Oh my
redneck,
God. Ooh.
coal miner.
Ooh.
What does?
And the thing is, you live in Kentucky
honestly,
now,
no,
guy.
no. It's not. But on it, truthfully,
Just for a couple hours, he'd lived here.
Truthfully, yeah, it
didn't
hadn't
know.
been. It had not been long at all. Truthfully, it wasn't even that. It wasn't. That's part of it, but that's the smaller part. The bigger part was I had a feeling that he was going to be thinking all the things that he was thinking, and be like,
"What, surfer boy?
Fuck this guy, this hippie."
Southern California yuppie motherfucker.
Exactly.
My wife is going to make me hang out with this bitch and his wife.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because I was assuming that would be the bitch.
And you showed up, and he had his collar popped.
And he did in his
Sunglasses
defense,
on.
In
Sunglasses
his
on
defense,
tonight?
he did not. And we wound up having a great time. And history is what it is.
And you saw the worst side of him early on, so you knew what to expect.
And I drank too much.
Yeah.
And I end up inside throwing up. And you know what I was drinking?
This.
The old fashions from last week. That's what I was drinking.
Oh, well, okay, that makes sense.
Seriously, I'm not joking. I'm not making that up.
That makes sense.
That's what I was drinking, and I had one too many.
It wasn't.
Sense. I'm not joking.
One too many.
So I go inside. I end up inside. I'm sick. I'm not doing well. And then I tried to get your shit together. Get your shit together. I'm like, I just met this guy. Like,
trying to act cool around the new guy.
I tried to, and I went and tried to come on, man. And I drink a little water, and I go, and I get up, and I'm like, nope. So I go outside and apologize. And I just go, forgive me, but I've had too much to drink, and I'm going to bed. Good night. Love you guys. Yep. Had a good time.
Pardon me, good sir.
Time for me to go in. That was the first time we hung out. A few times after that, we go to a little known gym called the Little Sturgis Bike Rally.
That's not PC anymore. They got in trouble with the big Sturgis.
Oh, right.
It's the Kentucky something bullshit bike rally. Yes, it's Little Sturgis Bike Rally is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Little Sturgis.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I mean, a couple times.
Explain
what kind of shit show we're talking about here.
It is
disgusting.
The most bonkers thing in the world.
Fact.
This is the most bonkers thing in the world.
It sounds so terrible.
The irony is, the Sturgis, Kentucky it's a dry county.
Yeah.
Dry city.
Sturgis is
within Union County. Which,
okay.
Yes, but the city of Sturgis is dry.
No booze, except for this, and they say, bring all the booze.
Yeah.
Bring it in. Let's do it. Let's do it up.
All the degenerates and the booze.
Dude, we show up, and we're driving in with your wife's parents. Or
mother and stepdad.
Yes. Are driving us in, and me and Justin are in the back of the SUV, and dude, I didn't know what I was getting into. I'd lived in Kentucky for just barely a minute, so I'm drinking early. I'm drinking before we even get in the car. We're in the car. We're cruising. I'm drinking. We roll in this place.
That's illegal.
And it's also awesome when there's a driver.
So we roll in this place, and we're driving in, and it's a bike rally, so it is kind of what you would imagine, but also there's just people camp out there for like a week. They just hang out. They bring RVs and all kinds of shit, right?
Yeah. And drugs.
Certainly.
Yeah.
And we roll in, and there are, not one or two or three. Every other RV, as we're rolling down the place, has a flat screen TV mounted on the outside,
like 70-inch or bigger.
Yeah,
big one.
Playing hardcore porn.
Oh,
hardcore porn.
Oh,
every single one.
Dude,
and we're cruising hardcore porn.
Hold on.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I look, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. And I look at Justin, and I say,
what the fuck planet are we on?
That's exactly what I said. That's what I said. It was
welcome to Kentucky.
And I said, welcome to Sturgis.
Welcome to Sturgis.
So I kept drinking.
Kentucky.
So I kept drinking. I was just drinking through it.
They don't get down like that in Sacktown, man.
That's because that's how we do it. I'm gonna drink my way through it. At one point in time, I was just drinking like a monster. At one point in time, Jack Sparrow showed up with a bottle.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Why is there always I feel like any kind of thing like that, there's got to be a guy that looks like that, and not even maybe on purpose.
He sauntered up all Jack Sparrowy, kind of with the limp. Yeah. He kind of had the thing. He definitely had the hair. Uh-huh. He had the vibe for sure, with a bottle of something.
Rum, probably.
No, it was.
He's a pirate.
It should have been, but it was like spiced Jaeger or something.
Spiced Jaeger.
It was spiced Jaeger, and he's like, "I just got this. It's brand new. Try it." I take the bottle out of this dude's hand and just chug. Like, I was out of my mind.
He drank out of the same bottle.
You shared
it.
Yeah.
Watched him.
At Sturgis?
Yeah.
Yep.
With a stranger?
It happened.
I think the dude was probably like a lawyer in Arkansas.
Yeah, probably. This is release or whatever.
Yeah, you never really know. Know.
So anyway, we can stop talking about the Sturgis rally because it was too much. Nah, we won't stop yet because he has a great story about it. But
no, I do not.
Okay, save it for another time. But anyway, I end up
I'm not gonna press the issue.
in front of our vehicle,
It'll be worth it.
vomiting, and that's how I ended up. That was like the third time. You want to hear it? I don't know if he wants to share it, but you definitely want to hear it.
Is it good?
It's good, and it fits the. Yeah, you can do the story.
All right.
All right, let's hear it.
Sean's gone. He's passed out. We've done seen the band.
Yeah, I'm done.
He's back in the front seat of the SUV we rode
Sean's
in.
not even part of the story.
Out of commission.
He is. Actually, he has explained to me at this point why he always wears an undershirt because he's a pro at this.
Yeah.
Because after he covered himself.
Yeah.
I didn't cover myself. You make it sound disgusting. Look, man, it's not. Like, let's not make it grosser than it is. You wear a shirt, much like you're wearing, if you're not watching this, button-down shirt. Yeah. I'm wearing that shirt. Underneath, I'm wearing an undershirt. If I feel like I'm getting sick, undershirt is off. Whatever happens, happens. Undershirt comes off.
Cleanup rag.
Okay.
Cleanup rag for anything that needs to happen. It is discarded, and I put the overshirt back on, and we're good to go. Okay. And we're good to go. It works perfect every time.
That's not.
Don't make it sound grosser than it is.
That is actually how you explained it in the moment, even as hammered as you were. It was a plan. You knew that was a possibility.
Shit,
so I was like, "This dude is a baller."
You have definitely done this before, guy.
Yeah,
it's a thing. It's a play.
Do you want the other story on this?
Yes.
Thing? Okay.
I 100% want.
Okay. So we'll call it 11 p.m. Still super early. It could have been 11:30. Who gives a shit? Well, I mean, none of us made it past midnight, so it had to have been that early. So I'm walking. Again, my mother-in-law, stepfather-in-law, wife, and his wife, Cheyenne. We're just walking around seeing the sights, having a few more drinks, watching people drag race and the topless dancers and the whatever.
And the hardcore porn.
And I'm walking down the middle of the street, the very middle of the street where all the campers are on both sides. And I stumble. Mm-hmm. And you would assume drunk guy stumbled. Simple, right?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Tripped over a rock.
Tripped over that
tree branch.
Could be.
Would make sense.
Less likely.
Person. Human body.
Human kneeled body of a female.
Like praying?
to the.
What else would you do on your knees?
She was praying.
She was praying.
Yes. To her God that she was praying to, I fist bumped him. So that's what happened. That's exactly
Jesus rules. Is that what you did?
I tripped and went, oh shit, and I looked down and went, hell yeah, and I fist bumped a man receiving a blowjob.
And you guys go there
in the middle of the street.
You guys go there every year.
No, hell no. Once was enough. I think I want to go back.
We've got a rule, or I had a rule that I only go if there's because this is something that's gone on in my town forever. New person, it's end-ish July every year. We accept new. We will go with new people.
So what do you do in July?
Something you only need to see once.
I don't know.
Oh, you'd love it.
Well, the thing is, I don't think I have to book tickets to the Sturgis bike rally a year in advance. But
certainly not.
Maybe we can just show up.
Just pencil it in.
Yeah. If it's something we still want to do, I'm definitely down to go to the Sturgis bike rally.
It's a good time. All right, let me finish it. because I started it, so I don't want to not finish it.
Go ahead.
And then
How'd you throw up on Thanksgiving?
All right, here's what happened. I'm going to bullet point it. We're going to make it super fast.
That's good. It's all
good. We've been talking about throwing me. We've been talking about me personally throwing up for way too long.
It's okay.
Here's what happened. I'm a kid. I'm like 11. We'll call it 10, 11, or 11.
10, 11.
10 or 11. And we're at my aunt's house. My cousin, who I idolized, but also he was kind of manipulative and loved to just like mess me up. He was super manipulative and he loved to like set me up, get me in trouble, stuff like that. He's kind of an asshole. I loved him though, and he was a good guy, but also he got joy from seeing me get in trouble.
Absolutely.
So
come on, man, your family. So
he was also big into sports memorabilia. He collected all kinds of cards, whatever. He lived in walking distance to the Oakland A's. Okay, he could walk to the stadium, and he'd go early, get signatures, and sell shit, all this kind of stuff. So he had a signed baseball card of Hideo Nomo. Anyone?
No.
Pitcher?
Yep.
Dodgers.
Yes.
I only know that because of this story.
Yeah.
But he had him, and he was like hot shit at the time. Everyone knew. Everyone loved him. It was, and he had a sign card, and he said, he was like, I'll give you this baseball card if you eat. It was like, I don't know, 6 Brussels sprouts.
That's not even bad, dude. Give me those Brussels sprouts.
Dude, I love Brussels sprouts now, full disclosure, but also they're cooked right. These were not cooked right. It was like whole Brussels sprout,
raw,
soggy, garbage.
Soggy. Oh, okay.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. And we're at the table. We're doing this like negotiation at Thanksgiving dinner table. And he's like, yeah, I'll give you that, but you got to eat that, you know? And I'm like,
pull the card out, motherfucker.
And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever, I'll do it. And I'm just going for it. Gag reflex, and I just throw up at the table.
No chance to even stop yourself.
Nope. At least I didn't feel like I had a chance.
Did you throw up on food? On everyone's food?
On my food. Just straight on my plate. Okay. Right on my food.
Because I would have knocked you out cold if you would have ruined my Thanksgiving dinner.
I have a feeling everybody else was thinking their Thanksgiving dinner was ruined.
I mean, still, anyway,
I'm pretty sure they all felt it was ruined. My dad looked like he wanted to ruin my face. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. There was zero understanding or sympathy. He was just like, what are you doing, guy?
It just looked like pot pie on your plate. That's
what
disgusting.
Are you doing, kid? So yeah, right at it was bad. Right in front of everyone.
Go to your room, Sean.
Think about what you did. It wasn't my house. That's the thing. Like, at least if it would have been someone else's house,
you could just ran away and cried or whatever. Yeah,
I'm in someone else's home. I was in. I mean, it's family, but still, I was in my aunt's house.
Yeah.
Pulled this bullshit, and my cousin.
That's when you just run away from home.
He probably got more excited than ever because, like I said, he liked to like needle me, and it was just like that was his crowning moment.
And he got to keep the card. Yeah, I don't have to give him his card.
I didn't have to give him his card.
He choked on those Brussels sprouts, threw up everywhere, ruined Thanksgiving.
Looked like a total little bitch. Oh man. So anyway, he got me good.
Your cousin sounds so cool. I'm dead serious. Your cousin sounds so cool.
That's why I loved him, man. I loved him, even though he was constantly doing shit like that.
You know that cousin that you just loved him. You just wanted to impress your cousin. I hear you there. No, so like, I was saying kind of earlier, my big thing on Thanksgiving, man, no big traditions, no crazy stories besides the time my sister projectile vomited. We do football, and tomorrow is going to be a good football day. It's going to be a great football day. Are you going to watch any football? You're here. You gotta watch football. It's like the man of the house's responsibility to watch football, right?
I'll be
you yell at other people. It doesn't matter. Kids in front of the TV, like move. That's like at least in my family. That's just how it is.
I'm like score points.
Go sports team.
Go sports team.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good football day. I know Justin's watching football.
I am. I will also be traveling again. I'm going to my brother's little break.
So you're gonna listen to it on the radio.
I will have some of it on the radio. There's a really good Saints Carolina game that'll be worth tuning in for. The other two, fine, whatever.
You're slightly off.
Ooh.
It's Saints Carolina Sunday, right?
What are you doing? What are you?
Oh, Lord.
Settle down, guy.
It's Saints Falcons, sir.
It is.
And it's tomorrow night. And it's the premier game.
Right.
You brought props?
It's not a prop. It's my life.
You're such a tool.
Okay. Hey, you have a hat on. I just don't wear it. Okay. Falcons. Go Falcons.
You're not even going to put it on?
No,
I'm just going to wave in front of the camera?
No, I'm not going to put it on.
Sorry. In case you're not watching this, Tanner pulled a... Who is it?
Atlanta Falcons, man.
He's right.
The Nashville Falcons?
This fucking guy. The Atlanta Falcons. Okay.
He pulled the Atlanta Falcons hat out of his backpack.
The tomorrow night game.
And waved it in front of the camera.
And why is this big for me, Justin? What are the Saints good this year?
Yes.
They're really good.
They're 9-1.
They're really good. But the Saints are in, even though you're not the biggest sports fan, you know how sports work. There's divisions, smaller divisions within the two main divisions,
I have an idea
conferences,
of
and
how
then
it
there's
works.
smaller divisions. They are in our conference, or our division and our conference. And we hate the Saints.
Okay.
Because I'm on the team. I get waters. If they would let me, I'd obviously be on the team.
What's the Falcons' record? 4-6? Something like that?
4-6 right now.
Okay.
Or no, 4-5-1,
something like that. 4-6?
4-6.
Okay.
We need a win. We're not going to,
So I need to go ahead and
to the wild card.
Put my money on the Saints then.
Well,
No,
I don't
you
know
need to put
what
your
the
money on
spread
the
is.
Falcons because
What's the spread? I don't know.
we're definitely the underdog. It's in New Orleans.
Then you're probably an 8-point or better underdog.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
more than that. Probably 13.
Put your money on the Falcons. I'm telling you, put your money. We play them all the time. Any sports bettors out there, put your money on the Falcons. It's a good bet. It's a good bet. It's a good bet.
Bro,
Based on what?
I like you.
Based on the spread and the
I
fact
like
that we play them all
you.
the time. And
What
our
is the
record,
spread?
our record against them is great. Let's check it out.
I
Let's
like
check it
you.
out.
I like you, and some may say I love you, but I don't know that I'm taking sports betting advice from you.
Okay, listen. I've
I
made
think
$3
I'm
million.
about to make a sports bet with you.
I've made $3 million over the
You.
past 12 months betting sports strictly. Okay, everyone
Also
take
not-
my sports
none
advice.
of that's true.
Listen, guys.
This is all
okay?
fake
If
news.
you want to own a home in the Hamptons, if you want to shit on all your family members come next Thanksgiving, holler at me, okay?
Right.
Because I will make you a millionaire.
At _.
Put your whole bank account on the Falcons tomorrow.
Whatever you got.
Whatever
borrow
you
money,
got, $12.
Borrow money from friends and family.
We are a 13-point underdog, and I'm telling you.
13 full points. That's a bunch. That means Vegas says you got basically no shot at winning.
Exactly, but we have a really good shot of winning the bet.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I trust Vegas more than I trust you.
It's fine. You can trust Vegas.
Well,
Actually, hey,
what
we've had
he's
good times with Vegas. You
suggesting,
can trust them.
if you pick the Falcons, you can still lose the game by 13 and push. If they lose by 12, you still win the money. Would be his suggestion is that he thinks the Falcons are closer to even than the 13 they're given. He's wrong.
Not only that, the Falcons are going to get the win. The Falcons are going to get the win tomorrow in
Why do you feel
the
this way?
Superdome. Okay,
But
here's
why
the
do you
thing.
feel, other than just your blind loyalty.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
There is blind loyalty. The Saints have
Right.
a really good team this year.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, they are in our division. Now, everyone knows that means that's big. What does that mean? You guys play each other twice a year automatically. You know everything about the other team. The Saints have not changed in years. They get new players. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
wrong.
they get new players.
The Saints traditionally have been with Drew Brees an all pass heavy offense.
Well, now they have Kamara and Ingram. I get it.
And now,
but
and their defense is solid as hell. They're holding teams
they're
to 7
still.
points. 10
You
points.
play fantasy.
No, I haven't years.
I'm in a PPR fantasy league. I know how many points Kamara gets strictly off pass plays.
But what is the Saints defense doing to people? They're shutting them out.
They're shutting them out.
The Bengals down to 7.
Can you shut Julio Jones down?
I mean,
Now, over the last 3 games, he's been scorching hot. He got his confidence back.
and they lost to Dallas last week.
That was stupid.
Dallas is a 500 team.
That was
They
stupid.
lost.
Dallas is going to make the playoffs.
Dallas will because their division is the worst.
They're
in
going
the
to. That's what I'm
history
saying.
of
They're
football.
going to win. They're going to win the division. They're going to make the playoffs. We play in a really tough division. I don't
Yes.
care what anyone says. People like if you
Okay.
if you watch ESPN, sometimes they give the NFC South a bad rap. But whenever you look at it,
Well,
Buccaneers
ESPN doesn't do sports; they do entertainment.
exactly. There you go. So Falcons, Saints,
They're
Bucks,
the me of
Panthers.
sports.
You know, and you've been a fan of sports your whole life, I'm sure. You know that in the past 20 years, all those teams have gone to the Super Bowl. Falcons, the least amount of times, but all of the other ones multiple
But they
times.
were in it 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. You know, exactly. Like it's a good division. You know, people constantly get down on. What I'm saying is the fact that our record is what it is. A lot of close losses. 3-point loss.
You got blown
to
out
the Eagles.
by Cleveland.
That was embarrassing.
That happened.
That is embarrassing. It's very embarrassing.
Were you hoping he wasn't going to bring that up?
It's you know.
He just didn't think I knew.
It's not that I didn't think you knew.
Oh,
it's that I didn't think we were going to have to talk about it. It happened, and it's embarrassing. You know, shout out to Cleveland though. I'm not a hater. Obviously, you can't hate on Cleveland. Like you can't even be mad about it. You know, if it happens, it happens. You're mad at your team, but you're not mad at Cleveland. It's one of those things because they fucking suck, and they have young Baker Mayfield, and it's fun to see him do well. I want you know, like you want to see Johnny Manziel do well, like all this other stuff. Anyone who goes to Cleveland, you want to see him do well because everyone else in Cleveland hates their lives,
Except LeBron James.
and that's why he left. That's why he's going back to Cleveland this week.
He's
not
playing there
shut up.
tonight.
That's what I mean. He's playing in Cleveland.
He's
I don't
playing
know
there
his name.
tonight, right now, probably.
All right, so
Other than that, though, real quick, other 2 games tomorrow. Bears at Lions. That's just, I mean, there's teams that always play on Thanksgiving. Bears always play on
The
Thanksgiving.
Bears are really good this year. They're
good.
not the old Bears.
Mitch Trubisky can
Their
actually kind of
offense
pass
is
a little
great,
bit.
and
He's an athlete.
and Khalil Mack is the best defensive player in the NFL. Period.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out
Period.
to John Gruden for being a moron. Washington
Facts.
Redskins at Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, so there you go. That's going to be a good game. Those 2 teams consistently play on Thanksgiving as well. That's why I like the Falcons Saints matchup. It's going to be a big game for me. It's not as big as some other people would like. You know, the Saints are a big favorite. They have a great record. Falcons, not so much. But it's a big game for me, and we get a Thanksgiving night. That's huge. That's huge. Playing on Thanksgiving night, especially the night game, that's big.
What's the deal with Thanksgiving and football? I don't get it. Why are the NFL assholes that make all the players play on Thanksgiving Day instead of being able to...
Do you not know the history of this?
Am I wrong now?
Justin knows the history. Okay, this is what happened.
Okay.
So, whenever, Pilgrims first came to America...
Get the fuck...
they brought a football.
I'm going to make this simpler. Go ahead.
They brought a football.
They didn't bring a football.
They brought a football, and they saw Native Americans, and the Native Americans had corn. They threw corn at them. They said, football. That's basically what happened.
That's the reason the matchups, the Redskins and the Cowboys.
Exactly.
Every year.
Every year. It's a thing.
Wait, is it seriously?
Every year.
Holy shit.
They
Seriously?
It pretty much, has it been every year? It's pretty much every year. It's
they're going to shut that shit down soon.
Dallas and
Redskins aren't going to exist in a while. That name.
Yeah, there's no way.
Dallas and Detroit play every Thanksgiving. It is not always the same opponent, but it is oftentimes Washington with Dallas because they're divisional. Again, they play twice a year. But it's not set in stone. But yes, it is absolutely.
Because the NFL is owned by old ass white dudes that still think it's funny.
To answer your question, why they play on Thanksgiving Day is because
that's so funny. Redskins.
It's a business, and they're out to make money. And if they put it on Saturday, not as many people watch.
That's true.
It's all about eyeballs on.
That is true. I mean, think about it. Like at all my family events, there's the TV, whether it be white noise or, like I said, the man of the house in the recliner staring through everyone else at that TV, no matter what's on it. Subtitles on.
It's terrible. Stereotype.
Everyone's like, turn the volume down. We're trying to tell jokes. It's like, shut up. Shut up. I'm leaving this family.
We're trying to do a podcast.
That's typically how it goes.
Turn the football game down.
Turn the football game down.
Do you want a beer? You good?
I could drink a beer.
Dude.
What do you want? IPA or do you want Yingling?
Surprise me.
Give me is that a newfound? Yeah.
You want one?
Yeah, I'll take. Oh, thank you, Justin. Yes. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, man.
That was teamwork. I like it.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to cover with football? Did we cover our football quota? We still have to keep talking about this shit?
The last thing.
Oh, God bless.
Matt Ryan, most underrated quarterback in the NFL right now.
He is having an excellent year despite the fact that his team's not playing well.
Not playing that well, but he's a great quarterback.
He is a very good quarterback.
Matt, I'm so appreciative of you for signing that big contract and staying with us long term. Thank you.
That way we can't spend any money on the defense. Go ahead.
I mean, Justin, obviously sports are huge for you. Like, did you play football?
No. I was before basketball, baseball. I absolutely wrestled.
Yeah.
Oh, I love wrestling.
Well, that's huge.
Macho Man.
Not that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's the only one.
That only. Yeah, that's right. Shit, that's right.
You were in the WWF. Keep going.
I was not in the WWF.
Okay.
Or WWE or whatever the hell it's called now.
I'm trying to spice this up a little.
He was on a farm team for the WWF.
Yeah. It was
farm league.
It was their single A club.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
D League.
Working the minors.
Right. Is there anything else? Did you? We can go on forever.
Working the minors. I don't know what all venues you wrestled at, man.
This is the thing, right? Everyone. I absolutely.
Tanner definitely wants to know. He's a super fan. He probably watched you, man.
Are we being real? Hold on.
We are being real. At the age of 16, I had a good buddy who his aspiration in life was to be a professional wrestler, and he says, "Man, we got to figure out a way to do it." And me, the sheep, I followed. And we
dropped out of high school to become professional wrestlers.
Yeah, and sold my body on the side to make ends meet. Yes, that's exactly how it went. That said, through a long chain of events, for 3.5-ish years between the ages of 16 and a half and almost 20, I trained as a professional wrestler.
Okay, there we go.
Traveled this local market under the alias Neil Starr.
Neil Starr.
Yes.
Neil Starr.
Neil Starr. That's so fantastic, man.
Neil Starr.
Did you come up with that?
You have like a pose?
No, the guy who trained me,
did it
he's out of Lexington. His name was Mike Samples. My middle brother, who also went along for this ride in a more brief time, he went around the room, asked like middle names, kind of like the same way they would do a porn star name, right? Like they would just come up with different stuff.
What's the street you grew up on?
Right. And my brother's middle name is actually Neil, and so he got that from that. And he never really did the wrestling, but the trainer, promoter, whatever you want to call him, was like, "You're Neil Starr," and it wasn't glamorous. I didn't come up with it on my own, but that's how it became.
Well, all right then.
It's fantastic.
I'm Neil Starr. Where do I have to change my name at? Do I sign?
Right.
Is this legal? Can I do this legally?
Just on the wrestling license.
So good. So good.
No, that's awesome though. Honestly, I think maybe you definitely have not like told me that. But maybe I like heard it because it sounded slightly familiar. But I know most of the time we hang out, we're drinking. Some of that stuff, kind of. That's why we like to record it.
Yeah,
so maybe we can remember it one day.
We're always gonna know.
Because I'm definitely gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, "What the fuck was Justin's wrestling name?"
It's my proudest
Whenever
moment.
he was wearing those spandex, what was his name? Oh, I'm gonna have to watch the podcast. Neil Starr.
So good.
Woo! Neil Starr.
So good.
He was a baby Ric
Flair.
Flair.
Actually
He was
stole
a
that from
baby
me.
Ric Flair.
No, Ric Flair actually stole it
He
from
stole
me.
that from
I'm
you.
actually
You got it from Neil
108 years
Starr.
old.
Benjamin Button
Neil
disease.
Starr. I'm just getting ready to come into my prime.
Jeez. But obviously, so I mentioned it. I mentioned it on this podcast before. I talked to Tanner about it. But you are my sports guy.
Yes, sir.
You got to keep him in the loop.
Yeah, you're my lifeline.
Even baseball.
You're my. That's what we.
Fuck baseball.
Yeah. Well, simple people think that way. So.
Simple people. Man, you know what? Maybe that is what it is. Maybe I'm just too simple and I just can't stand there mind-numbingly staring at nothing. Literally, some
ADHD has taken over our youth, and they can't sit still long enough to appreciate it.
So why is... Because I set this up. It hasn't been released yet, but on the hidden tapes or whatever, we did talk about
baseball
a little bit and why Tanner thinks it sucks.
Well, you have
I tend to agree.
Non-athletic people out there playing baseball.
I tend to agree. However,
nice hat.
You maintain.
It sucks.
I know. Dude, I just
that's a Blue Jays hat, right?
It's
a baseball team.
He's a Canada.
He's a Canadian, Californian, Hendersonian. What a guy!
Look at this guy.
You maintain. I know, right?
Cowboy shirt on. What is? Who is he?
You know what the shirt?
I do like it. I don't know what it is though.
You don't get it?
Is it Red Dead Redemption?
He knows.
It's about what it looks like to me.
I want to say Django.
Django. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. But he's unchained.
He is absolutely chained.
Yeah, that's not.
Don't worry about it. Don't think too much about it.
Okay, gotcha.
I know you struggle with the whole baseball thing.
They got it wrong. They got it wrong.
Yeah,
so,
simple.
but you maintain that baseball is the greatest sport ever.
It's a statman sport.
But you maintain that, and you say it without any pause. Not even like, well, I think it's. You just say baseball is the greatest sport ever. Period. End of discussion. I've heard you say that.
Yes, and you're correct. I would back that up.
Why do you feel that way?
That is interesting. It is interesting.
Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. Maybe it is stat guy, like whatever. I like numbers.
There's a lot of numbers in the game. A lot of weird numbers.
But you can put numbers to any game. We can do the football total yard.
It's just every time I watch ESPN, I literally
you need to stop watching ESPN.
I mean, I know, but I swear to God, for today, for example, they were talking about someone in the offseason who's getting traded or something. Or no, Adrian Beltre. Sorry. He's retiring.
Yes.
Best third baseman ever, apparently, stats-wise.
Maybe. He's in the argument. He's good.
Number one in hits, number one in all these different stats. And then they listed one. It was like number one in MBE. And I was like, what even is that? And they just like have all these different stats that like I'm not even familiar with. Like, and I mean, a lot of them I am. I used to play baseball, and I used to really like baseball.
Well, and those,
whenever they were taking roids,
don't
and they were
matter.
cranking them.
And hey, I'm not against that error.
Oh yeah, wait till you hear my pitch.
I know it's some like spoof to
home run derby
basketball
every game.
Steroids, where you put landmines in the field. When you're in the
on deck circle, you have to take your steroids then. And then you go.
They don't even have time to kick in by then. It'll be the third at bat before they start working.
It's just for show.
It's just for show. It doesn't matter. And then you go out there and you crank a home run.
Do it 2
off
hours.
some 6'9",
Kids.
30-pound pitcher.
If he really
looks like he should be driving NASCAR.
If he wanted to be a businessman, he would do it 2 hours before. And here's the reason. Now it will actually work. So you get more
but
home runs
but
and
that's not the
more
only time
advertising dollars. We got 2 hours more
That's not
promo.
that's not the only time that they're juicing, though. You know, these guys are juicing around the clock. You know,
Yes,
so it's already
always
going to be
juicing,
flowing.
man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You're a football guy. And those guys, there's no way they would ever use steroids.
Oh yeah, no, they don't.
Little bitty fellas.
They don't, man. Come
Like,
on.
but
You can
guys-
take
most
all
of
those
them-
hits and recover naturally.
Look,
Okay.
look how
A lot of them are vegans.
Most of them look built like you.
None of them are vegan.
Tofurkey heals all.
That's
Fact. Those guys stay in good shape just from being a vegan.
All right, so I don't know. All right, you know how like your memory plays tricks on you. You remember things that they didn't really happen that way. So either my grandfather said this, or someone famous said it,
Okay.
or it was from a movie.
Both.
One of those.
Your famous grandpa.
One of those. One of those is where this came from. But there was the point was.
It's gonna be the most generic quote ever.
No. They talked about, but I think it was my grandpa, but it was probably a movie. It was
My life is like a box.
it was
that was his grandpa. Holy shit!
it was probably the movie Trouble with the Curve, directed by Clint Eastwood. But regardless, the point was he was making a point about how in other sports you can have people that can get into the top level. So the NBA, for example. Now you can't because you have to go to college, but you could
soon to be
in
abolished.
theory, if that rule wasn't in place, you could go and several people have, as we know,
LeBron James
went straight from high school
That was before the rule.
into
Yeah,
pro.
yeah.
They went straight from high school to the NBA, and they were very successful. His point was that in baseball, that would never happen because they couldn't hit the curveball, because it was more there. What he was getting at. And again, maybe it was from a movie, but I think it was my grandpa. I think it was my mother's father said this, but I could be wrong.
And what they mean by that is that they weren't
What he
on
means,
steroids
there's more,
yet.
no, right? But what he actually means is that there's more technical skill involved in baseball that you would have to learn, almost like you would have to learn a trade.
And the thing is, I hate on baseball, but I know that is kind of a fact. Like, for example, I used to, like I said, I played baseball my whole life. From, whenever you're 4 and you start until I was 12 and I quit, or whatever it was, 11 or 12. And then still, you play baseball with your friends or whatever, at recess, stick ball, that kind of stuff. Stick ball is huge. And, when we were kids, even up through high school, once you stop swinging a bat and trying to hit a ball with it, you cannot hit it's so hard to hit a baseball. It really is, especially if someone's actually trying to not let you hit the baseball. It's really tough. So that is true. That is true. And I mean, all these different pitches that pitchers learn, it's just my big beef with baseball. I'll always go back to it. The fact that there's a guy right now who played in 1999 and he's still in the league. His name is Bartolo Colon, and he's 46 years old. He's killing it. But this guy is, how much do you think he weighs?
He's got to be close to 300
pounds.
Yeah, he's big.
And he's 46, and he doesn't do anything.
And
at
he's a
he
dominant
doesn't
pitcher.
do anything at practice, man. This guy, they showed his pregame warm up, and he's just over there like, spaghetti.
And he's a Hall of Famer.
I know, he's a Hall of Fame, but it's crazy.
Really?
Like, that's what I'm saying. So
that's crazy.
could you do that in football?
Okay, in football's not a good. Let's do basketball.
Maybe LeBron could. That's about it.
Again, I'm talking about it is the toughest sport. To Sean's point, where the most skill involved. In baseball, you have to be patient. Again, I tease about the millennials just can't handle the ADHD.
That's fair.
They need more action. If you are 3 out of 10 in any other sport in the world, you're a failure. You don't play high school. If you're 3 out of 10 in baseball, you hit the ball 3 out of 10 times, you're a Hall of Famer. If you do it over your life, that's a 300%. That's 300 average.
It's so crazy.
The skill set, it's just so much harder. It's just so much harder. And so because it allows the anticipation to build, it allows for the moment. Now, I grew up with a team, so I had something to root for.
Yeah.
But it allows for when it does happen. It's because there's not so many text messages going off on my phone. Bing, 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 bing. Everything's got to be now. There's a crescendo to the moment where you finally make that hit that gets you over the hump in the 7th inning.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So is some of it with baseball for you? Is it almost like an admiration type of thing? Like just you're watching it and you know how hard it is, how difficult it is, how much work goes in to be able to do that.
You're saying
how
it's
much
more impressive?
how much failure they have to deal with to get
Can you
to
imagine
the successes.
everything in your life 7 out of 10 times you just completely
No,
lose?
it blows my mind.
You have to keep
honestly.
They
going
should just
back out
scrap
there.
the sport at that rate if no one's good. If no one's good, they should just get rid of it. Like,
Well, it's why Bartolo Colon keeps getting paid because he's the pitcher that makes them miss 7 out of 10 times.
It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
Everyone's bad at the sport.
Yeah, everyone's bad. Let's just fucking get rid of it and then do something that everyone's good at.
So, but why? All right. So I think I get it. I mean, I certainly can understand your appreciation for it. You've also said before, I've heard you say that your favorite thing ever to watch is sports.
Yes.
Right. But regardless of whether or not you're invested in the sport and whether or not you're invested in the team or the individual involved.
Competition is awesome.
It's the most
So what's up
reality.
with-
it's
so
the most
why?
reality TV there actually is.
Okay.
We can when we were growing up, when I was growing up, the Real World on MTV with Puck and all those
road
guys.
rules and stuff.
Road
Yeah,
Rules.
that was so
okay.
sick.
What is real about having a badass baller apartment with 20 other 20-something-year-olds or
With a
10
bunch
something
of cameras in your face.
and an unlimited budget to go to the bar and get topless every night? What is real about that? Nothing. It's a production. It's great.
Right.
It's fine. It's for TV if that's
Set
what you want
up.
to watch.
Right.
But it's all set up.
Mm-hmm.
With any sporting event, let's do a badminton tournament. I would assume watch that.
Sick.
I'm
a fan. I'm a fan.
Maybe so, but I would assume watch that because at least the outcome is completely undetermined, and it's just
Not really influenced either.
And the cool thing is, there's 10 games on tonight. If I really wanted to hunt for it, between college basketball, pro basketball, there may even be a college football game on. Who knows? 3 out of 10 of them could be good.
Right.
Back to baseball. 7 out of 10 is a blowout.
Maybe you
But
should
I
just
can-
stop watching sports if 3 out of 10 is the average.
No,
Let's
because-
scrap sports.
You can thumb through and find the game that has a riveting storyline, that
Absolutely.
has something going on.
Absolutely.
And you can get invested in it more so than you can any reality TV show that I've ever seen.
You're saying a game will have a riveting storyline?
Yes, absolutely. The ups and downs, the highs and lows. The quarterback makes an interception and then he redeems himself on the next drive. The batter is on a 0 for 20 streak, but you know he's good and he finally gets bases loaded and knocks a home run. Whatever. You can make a story. The announcers are phenomenal at giving backstory to, in college games especially. This kid came from this and what he's done and his family's this. But those are real stories that are really happening, not the MTV drama, the catfished reality, whatever. Like it's that is a production value.
Neeb really got catfished. Okay, I feel bad for that guy. Fucking loser.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's cool though. So
You're really my buddy.
so it's not necessarily just the actual sports event that's happening. It's the story that's playing out. It's the because there's context and perspective,
Right.
And so it's the whole.
Did anybody
thing
watch
unfolding.
Monday Night Football this week? Rams and Chiefs?
Absolutely.
I
You
did
haven't
not.
watched? Have you
No.
seen the highlights at all?
No.
Okay, I'm
Not
glad you
at
brought
all.
that up because I
Not
have the
at all.
stats. Let me just say these stats really quick
Please
before we even
do.
get
Bring
into
it.
it. Okay, so this was the 3rd highest scoring game in NFL history.
In
It
NFL
was in NFL
history.
history, man,
Highest
in
on Monday
history.
night ever.
What was-
third total.
I'm
What was the
about to
score?
get, I'm about to
All
get
right,
into
I'll
these
leave you
really
alone.
quick.
I'll leave you alone.
Your LA Rams.
It's crazy.
on.
The only stat that I don't have right here actually is the final score. I believe it's like 57, 54.
It was 54 to 51.
54-51.
LA Rams won.
There you go. 54
54 to 51.
54
Yes,
to
sir.
51. How many points do you get for a touchdown? 6. Okay.
6 plus the extra
so,
point.
I mean, plus the
Even
extra
though
point,
both
which
teams
they missed.
one.
Yeah. Multiple extra
What?
points missed in the game.
Are you
okay,
serious?
It is crazy. 14 touchdowns. 1,001 combined yards. 7 turnovers.
There's 3 defensive touchdowns.
3 defensive touchdowns.
And they-
6 lead changes.
And they still covered. If you were a really
Mm-hmm.
degenerate gambler, they'll do like silly bets,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
how many punts,
yeah,
how many
absolutely.
punts in a game, and you would assume there's no punts in a game that score that many. There were still 7 punts. The game was so fast paced that they still the line was 6.5, and they covered to 7. So even on it was the most amazing. Back to the point early in this deal, I said, "Well, I'm even more tired this week because I just could stay up a little later."
It was that.
My line of work, I cannot watch the end of Monday Night Football game. You know what I did this week? I watched every fucking second.
You had to because it was
Didn't turn it off.
It was
Did not turn it off. It was after 11 before I went to bed.
That's
which
insane.
My alarm goes off at 4 in the morning. And
We talked about the Saints earlier. These two other teams, maybe the best teams in the league. Yeah, exactly. And it was a story. So, like, I mean, even you know this, though. Even though you're not the biggest sports fan, you know this. What were we doing last March at work? You know what I mean? You're not even a big fan. And we had March Madness on, and you get into it and everything. There's something to it.
For me, purely, it's just, I have a lot of things that I have to pay a lot of attention to.
Absolutely.
And for me,
your
sports
attention span can only be stretched so many ways.
It just doesn't make the cut. If I had the time, and obviously I'm not the only one that's busy. I understand, like, douchebag. I'm not the only one that's busy.
No, you're busy. We know.
But for me, that doesn't make the cut. But some other things do. And so, I appreciate it. And that game sounds insane. I wish I would have seen it.
And honestly, I was going to tell you to watch the highlights because it is great.
I still enjoy, like you said, I do it in bursts. So I'll catch March Madness. I'll pay attention to what's going on running up to the Super Bowl, and then I'll always watch the Super Bowl.
Playoffs are always
usually
cool.
From you keep me in the loop. Even the World Series this year, I had nothing to do with it. But last year, I followed it leading up to, and I watched several games of the World Series. Like I want to be. I just can't be in the day-to-day grind.
Yeah,
I just
I hear you.
I can't do it.
It is tough. It's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah,
it really is. But at the end of the night, if you really wanted to, you can always just watch that 1 hour of Sports Center and get caught up on some of the stuff.
I'm not watching that garbage.
Some of the stuff.
They're owned by Disney anyway. I want to talk about watered down.
Watch Fox Sports.
First of all,
way better.
But I don't have cable. Us millennials, I don't even have the app. I don't even.
Where are you getting ESPN if you don't have cable?
Where am I getting ESPN?
Yeah,
Fubo.
What?
Plug. Please, that stuff's expensive. Down. I cut off Hulu for you guys.
Settle down, guy.
It's the Sportsman streaming service.
Fubo?
Mm-hmm. Fubo. I didn't think it was real either. I swear to God.
Yes, it's
I didn't
real.
think it was real, but it's real, and that's where I watch all my football at.
All right,
it's sick. Enough. Shout out Fubo.
Fair enough. All right. Most importantly, really, the only thing I want to know, Justin,
I actually used to wear Fubo.
With the boot.
Fubo. Justin, really, the only thing I want to know from you is, I'm sorry to put you on the spot. We've already discussed this. Tanner and I have already discussed this, but
I don't remember.
I believe you have an opinion on it, and I would like to hear it. Is, as a lifelong sports enthusiast, as a lifelong fan of UK sports,
yes,
go UK, go Wildcats.
Yes. Had a win today during the day. Played in the middle of the damn day.
Well, the best thing is even when they're struggling, they're always better than IU, right? Isn't that okay? That's good. We can all agree on that.
That's one man's opinion. It's two men's opinion. Two men's opinions.
I believe
the majority would agree to that.
Thinking men at the table have.
I mean, realistically, it's just 1v1 in this debate, though, because he doesn't know sports.
I know sport. I know enough.
We just spent 30 minutes talking about how he doesn't know sports. Now we're going to count his opinion here?
I don't need to know sports to know that Indiana is the worst, okay? I don't need to know sports to know that Indiana is the worst.
I'm not going to argue with either of you guys here, because this is what we're going to do. You guys are going to wake up, and you're going to watch this episode, and you're going to realize how the first 20 minutes we made a bunch of Kentucky jokes but no Indiana jokes. All right, let's go.
Okay, fair enough.
Check it out.
All right, we'll check it out.
You remember now.
What I want to know, as a lifelong UK fan, as a lifelong sports enthusiast fan, that doesn't make sense. As a lifelong sports enthusiast, that's the one.
That's the ticket.
Do you feel like there should be a separation between sports and politics, or sports and social issues?
Okay, that's where the whole ESPN kick, where I keep just saying, fuck them guys. Yeah. Nobody wants...
Because they spin stories. And, you're right.
And, I watch ESPN when there's a game on that is pertinent to me, which is a lot because ESPN has a lot of the good games.
Yeah, Monday Night Football.
That said, the individual player has all the right in the world to say whatever he wants.
Absolutely.
But the network producing it, I want sports to be my escape. I do not want them to be another avenue to catch Fox News or CNN or MSNBC. I do not need them to also do it. It's the reason I can change the channel to get away from those people.
Right.
I do not need it on every service. There would be no reason for multiple channels if everybody was going to talk politics. And ESPN, if you watch any of their other broadcasting, even down to the just Talking Heads, the Stephen A. Smiths, all those guys, everything becomes race bait, politically driven, and it's not. Sports should be the most uniting thing ever of all backgrounds, all ethnicities. Baseball's a huge,
diverse.
Oh, for
super
sure.
diverse.
Yeah. And they
Dominican.
They always have.
It's not. It's not about race. It's about who's the best guy for the job.
It's about skill.
Right. That's what that's the plan
Who's
for
gonna
all of
bring
America. Who's the best guy for the job to be the police officer, fireman, whatever. And sports does that because I promise you, the GM doesn't give a flying fuck what color your skin is. If you can run a touchdown back, throw a football, do whatever, I can assure you, with the exception of the last Clippers owner, what was that guy?
Dude, that dude was nuts.
But with the exception of
him, right?
The ultimate goal is to win, best guy for the job,
trying to win, right?
So why do I need now? If the individual player in a post game, whatever, or in his own social media time, he is just as you and I protected by amendment rights to say whatever the hell he wants about anything, and so he should not be damned for it. Mm-hmm. But I'm paying money for cable, for a ticket to go to the game, whatever, because I want to see the product on the field, not to hear what you have to say about it.
Right.
Like, I mean, that's why we have social media and stuff like that. Like, you can voice your opinion on those platforms.
Let it fly, everybody. And use your platform as a famous person to get your point across.
I have a very similar opinion with you on this. I don't know if you saw that or not, if even out there. But I feel the same exact way. Like, I don't care about your politics. I care that you have, your own platform to do that stuff. But like you said, I just don't want it intruding on the game, sports, and the integrity
Isn't
of
that the hang up for the kneeling with the national anthem? Because it actually started intruding on the game.
Yeah, it's a spectacle. That's what it is. I mean, and now to be fair, the argument's going to be, well, people made it one. Like, it wouldn't have been a thing if no one acknowledged it. You know what I mean? And maybe that's true, but the fact is, it was acknowledged. It's being acknowledged constantly by media, by everyone. It gets kind of rough.
Here's my counter argument to that. Now, full disclosure, I'm not fully researched on this. Mm-hmm. So
none of us ever
if I misspeak, I apologize. If I say something wrong, I apologize. But what I heard, and again, I heard this on the from Jimmy Dore. He has a podcast. It is hilarious. It's a little much for me at times, but overall, I love it. He talked about this. He was talking about Kaepernick. But what he was saying was the national anthem was introduced, bringing the players out for the national anthem was introduced not that long ago. Pretty sure you know when it was.
I don't know the year.
But it wasn't that long ago.
I remember hearing
it was a handful of years ago is when it was introduced, where they actually brought the players out for the national anthem. They used to just be in the locker room. And they brought them out because one of the biggest sponsors for the NFL is the U.S. military. And so, what can we do? What can we do to help? It's, bring the players out while we do the national anthem. And all of a sudden it becomes this big thing. Whereas prior to that, it was not. And so I guess
2009.
But I want to say baseball did it well before that.
Yeah.
And it was seen beneficial and the NFL copied it.
Okay. So I believe that, but it's like, my issue is if the original intent was propaganda one way, that was literally the intent. Like, how can you be upset? Like, the intent was to make a spectacle, but on this side of the argument, hey, we want to make a spectacle over here, and then now there are people that are making a spectacle on the other side, and they're like, no, that's not okay. It's like. But it was always a spectacle. Yeah, no. So what the hell?
Absolutely, and I think and once again, I mean, I think we can probably get into this constantly, but people kneeling for the national anthem nowadays is a way different political climate than 2009. Whenever this was implemented, we had a liberal Democrat as a president. You know what I mean? Think about that. You know what I mean? Like, it's
also
like when a lot of people might not think about that.
When you're saying it's a spectacle for the military, like, who amongst us is like anti-military?
Right.
Like, we don't want
not amongst us, but there are people out there that are anti-military.
You're anti. Okay.
No.
That's what.
I'm not saying I'm anti-military. I'm not saying I'm anti-military, but I'm just saying, there's definitely a thing. Okay. Let me make sure. I said, I am not anti-military. 100%. This is Mike check. This is Sean Lavelle. I am not anti-military.
But he is the devil.
Screw you guys. I'm not anti-military, nor am I the devil. I'm just saying
Kind of the devil.
the point of it was to spur on the military and the recruiting effort, which was struggling in 2009. So they said, hey, you know, what can we do? You know what we can do? We can have all these football players come out during the national anthem.
The football fans.
You know,
yeah.
You know,
those are big guys.
Everyone,
Right? Big, strong
everyone looks up.
Like
everyone looks up
football,
at the football player. So, I mean, I guess my whole point about it is it was if it was something pure and genuine.
Yeah, no. I
and now someone was
completely.
doing messing with something that was pure and genuine. It'd be like, that's a pure, genuine thing. Why are you messing with it? But it wasn't. It was always brought out. It always had an angle.
Yeah,
it always had an angle.
Yeah,
you know, and then there are
everything in life.
Of course.
Yeah,
well, most things do. Yeah. And then there are people that said, "Hey, I don't like the narrative that I'm a part of, that I didn't have a choice about, by the way. I'm going to spin this. I'm going to introduce a new angle, and that's what I'm going to do." And everyone's throwing a fit. Mm-hmm. I get it. NFL's a business.
That's where I was going to go with this. We can correct all this. The military pros were for business upticks, and the kneeling by Kaepernick
it hurts them. I get it.
Drove ratings down, so they said no way with this. And at the end of the day, right or wrong, politically driven, whatever your opinion is, as a business, you run a business now.
I'd get fired for going against protocol.
If something,
you get fired for going against protocol.
If something your employer saw was driving down business, at the very least, you would have a good talking to, right?
And if
you wouldn't be allowed to do it again.
And if it was generating more revenue, then they would encourage.
Absolutely, so that's true too. Yeah,
and so like you say, it is a business, and that's where it does get interesting.
That's where even the morality, maybe they feel one way, but if they see it upswing,
but he can go on social media afterwards, and none of this would have come about.
Right?
He might even still have a backup job in the NFL.
By the way, Donald Sterling was that racist.
Oh, Donald Sterling.
Donald Sterling.
But it was all about his girlfriend, though, right?
Yeah, he was talking to his girlfriend. About some of the players, and it was like, on the team, but wasn't just other stuff?
Wasn't it weird? Like
his girlfriend was like,
it was like a
minority
list,
as well,
right?
I think.
Yeah. She was. Yes, she was something.
Yeah,
she was black or Hispanic or something.
She was beautiful for sure.
She was definitely beautiful.
Let me look her
up. He had a list of you can do this and you can do that, but he's saying things like you can talk to them, you can do this, you can do that, but you can't do that. It was something weird where you could talk, you can hang out, but don't do anything public. It was really weird. If you can find something about it, bring it up, because
Stiviano. Wait, what's her name? Is that right? Vanessa Stiviano or V Stiviano? I don't know. I'm trying to find it. This is tough. But that whole thing was so crazy, man. I don't understand how. What did he think what business did he think this is the NBA, man. This is the NBA. And he was just saying all that racist stuff. It's crazy. Girlfriend name. There we go. You pulling it up? You gonna try?
Well, I'm trying. But anyway, it's not bringing.
Yeah,
they just
keep calling her V Stiviano. I don't know. I guess she has an abbreviated name like that.
She is certainly gorgeous.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. And so crazy. That old 90-year-old racist man thought that this 30-year-old beautiful woman really loved him. And he was just going to spill his racist heart to her. And she said, I'm going to record this whole thing.
I'm going to record this shit.
I'm going to record this whole
and make you pay.
Thing. And you're going to lose
he was
your team.
He was the owner, though, right?
Yeah. He's the owner.
Okay.
And he was saying super terrible things. I can't even really remember. And you probably won't even be able to see him on the internet. They're that bad.
Okay, all right. Let me see. This is a long thing.
We don't want to watch that.
No, we don't want to watch that.
Oh, wait, were you trying to pull up the audio recordings?
Yeah, I had it, but it was super long. allegedly a racism scandal. Uh-oh. That
It's impossible.
whatever. We don't need to.
We get the point.
We don't need to
Sean.
talk anymore. We
It's
don't need to talk
crazy.
about this.
First
guy
of all,
anymore.
He doesn't need any more pub anyways.
Fair.
Shut him down.
Dude,
Fair enough.
I think he's gonna die soon anyway. I mean, he lost the Clippers, and like I said, he is like 80 or 90 years old. Billionaire. But a
Right, I think
racist.
he was forced to sell them, and then he ended up selling them for like $2.1 billion.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, no kidding. Dang man, only 2.1. You kidding me?
This is what you get in this country for being
a bigot.
complete ass bag. is here's your buckets of money that your family will never spend.
Would you like cash?
Right.
All right, get into it. Can't find the video, I'm guessing, huh?
No, I can't find the video.
Try
So the big thing. All right. So the big thing that happened this week that is
Big
happening
thing.
this week. Not the big thing, but it's big in my world. So LeBron James. He's kind of a big deal on the show.
Bitch.
We talk. Settle down.
Fact.
You 6'8", 260-pound bag of garbage.
You compliment him on the intro.
Why don't you
to the
get a
show.
championship in the Western Conference,
Ass
you nerd?
clown.
You won't be able to.
You literally compliment.
No, he's okay.
You're like, bring it, LeBron James, in the intro to this show right now.
Here's the thing.
So whatever bullshit you're spewing right now doesn't
no
hold
matter
weight.
what, he's still a traitor. He
Okay.
left his team.
Fine. Anyway, LeBron James, his Hummer, the infamous Hummer,
the illegal Hummer.
it's going up for auction.
Why is it illegal?
Going up for auction.
You know that there's you remember.
Right. It's only illegal if he was going to play college athletics, which
I get that is true.
Doesn't. He can sign with any
That is
fucking
true.
agent he wants.
That
at
is
age
true.
10.
That is true. That is true. But at the time, it's not illegal. But at the time, there was
9 years
speculation
old-
that he was still going to do that kind
At
of stuff.
9 years old, if he knows for sure he's not going to college, they can buy
crazy.
him a strip mall.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
crazy.
it's his business. It's
Pretty
only
crazy.
illegal.
Which they should have. They should have locked him down way earlier than that. Like
Right,
you're six.
but-
He's like 16 or 17 when you got the Hummer. Like, dude, no, you should have had a house for him when he was. At least, I mean, they were like
Well,
homeless.
who bought the Hummer? Just an
I think it was a
agent
sports agent
trying
That's all
to
it
get
was.
him
Yeah.
to sign. So
Yeah.
at 16,
which
that's
he did.
fair.
Dude,
do we actually know
God.
that's what it came out that it was a sports agent?
I have
It's
no idea.
almost a guarantee. I mean,
It
it's
was-
almost a guarantee. If a college would not like, they wouldn't have been.
So
that
the whole
crazy
thing
about
was
it.
it was gifted to him by his mother, and that's how he got away from it.
His
Is that he
mother.
Yeah, she didn't have. I
His
mean,
mother is wild.
She
She's
didn't
been
have-
she's been in the news 50 times more than LeBron has.
she didn't have Hummer money.
No, she doesn't.
She didn't. She still. She definitely
Well,
don't have
she
Hummer
might
money.
have Hummer money. I don't know what she does on the weekend.
Dude, I skipped it. I went right over it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say she might get. I was gonna say she might get that. I don't know.
I don't skip much.
But man, I don't know. All I know is back then.
Hell, you might have Hummer money. I don't know you.
If you hear LeBron James tell it, back then, I mean, they didn't even have plates to eat on, let alone food to put on those plates. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Well, good for him then.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I mean, I've heard him say stuff like that many different times in many of the interviews that he's given over his career.
So yeah, but it was. I mean, it was a huge deal when it happened. LeBron James Hummer. It was at H2.
H2, so fresh. Those cars used to be so sick.
Funny though. But so anyway, it's going up for auction. It is currently valued at $16,000, like by Blue Book.
Yeah.
They're expecting to go
Originally probably bought for like 50.
Yeah, it was bought for 55. Today's value
16.
16,
Which is still kind of outrageous.
It's a little ridiculous.
It's like an 03 Hummer.
It's that
02
Hummer
03 Hummer.
Premium. Yeah, it'd be
I'm sure it had every bell and whistle.
Yeah.
It'd
Sure,
be
it's pretty
03.
fancy.
But they're expecting it. The auction is expecting to go for over
It's
100,000.
LeBron James's Hummer.
Dude, the article.
You know how much high
bring it
Oh
up.
my! I don't want to get too explicit on this show. You know how many?
What does a football go for that was a game-winning touchdown to some nut that's got more money
true.
than knows what to do? A Hummer is a...
If you buy that
But
Hummer, I
at
don't
least
know.
that was a piece of the action. Like if it's the football, it was a piece of the action. Like
That Hummer has seen plenty of action.
The football-
LeBron James's
Right.
high school Hummer. Are you kidding me? You either want to clean that back seat or
action.
you want to get it out and sell it immediately. Okay.
Yes.
That literally, LeBron James's Hummer has seen more action than any basketball has ever. Those balls are good for one game. That Hummer, oh my god! You know how many games he played?
So much action.
Before and after the game, before and after that guy was killing it. Shout out LeBron James for that and that. $100,000 for his Hummer. That is hilarious.
Golden Auctions president Ken Golden said he feels the car is definitely a 6-figure piece. Sounds so ridiculous.
You mean LeBron James touched this?
6 figures.
Yep. Raise the price 10 times.
But what do you? I mean,
what value do you really put on that though? Like, what do you put on that? Like,
it's just, the fans will dictate. The market will dictate.
Here,
as it should.
Here, this is a beer.
Yeah.
Oh, LeBron James held it 20 minutes ago. Is it like seriously? If this is $2 and LeBron James and you just know LeBron, that he had that beer,
saw it.
Would you pay 20 for it?
I mean, I might pay.
And you don't even care, but I mean, I'd probably pay 20 for it. I'd probably
But some super fan might pay $1,000.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But if I literally saw LeBron, if I knew for a fact, if I saw LeBron James holding this beer, he doesn't have to sign it. There's no proof that he ever touched it.
Right.
I'd probably pay 20 for it.
And the truth is,
weirdly enough, I
bet
don't even
you
care.
LeBron's going to sign something on that car as
Probably.
part of the promotion.
Probably.
And this rich motherfucker gets to just display it
Yeah.
Right.
very prominently.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be on his episode of MTV Cribs, right? Whenever you walk in the foyer. Foyer.
Thank you, sir.
Foyer.
Say it right. On
Here,
this
walk
podcast.
into my foyer. Here's LeBron James's Hummer. You
Um,
know how many girls he had
RJ
sex
Smith
with in the
bought
back
it.
of that?
but obviously, so we all
He
remember.
told me $1 million.
But so we all remember when it happened,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So we think it was what, an agent
A sports. It was 100%.
It has to be.
that was trying to
Colleges,
represent him.
No other story.
colleges typically go a little bit more stealth mode when they're trying to
Right.
like do some shady shit. Like they take you to a strip club and like in Louisville and let you have sex with some prostitutes and stuff like that.
That happened.
That one I'm familiar
happened.
with.
You
I'm
know what I
familiar
mean? But
with
like,
that one.
I mean that
They didn't even take him to the strip club. They brought him to their
they brought him.
door.
Yeah, they're like, no,
What a
shut the
great
strip club
group.
down. We're bringing the
Bring
girls
it,
here.
yeah.
Bring them. I don't even care.
They were giving it out to dad and recruit alike. Together.
Are you
Like,
serious? I didn't know that
tag
part.
team.
Tino,
my God.
you are a dog. Okay?
Can you
are a
imagine?
dog.
Can you imagine? You're the father of a young son. Can you imagine he's a baller at age 17, and I need to promote him to my school so bad that you and him both get the sex? I mean,
Come on, man.
you're like, hey boy, tap me in, and he's all like, not now, Dad, ain't done.
Hey, no. The thing is though,
That's
you know,
the
dads.
shit that was going on,
Dude, you know dads all across, like dads of high school 5-star recruits all across the country, like, you think we want to go to Louisville? Has Louisville reached out yet? Maybe you want to send them, maybe you want to show some interest, wear a Louisville hat.
No,
next,
I have-
They
next
said they're
game.
not doing that thing anymore, but I think it might still be a thing. You want to at least call them?
Dad, I have zero interest in Louisville. Well, just keep it
It's
off
just a visit.
A campus visit, like if they fly us out.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
You
I
get
mean,
4 recruiting visits paid for, dude.
Just check them out.
just feel it out and see if it
Holy
feels good.
shit.
See if they do something that you really like. I don't know.
I don't
We'll
know.
check it out. We'll check it out. We'll do- Okay, so no, sorry, we kind of got off on that. But yeah, typically, like a university would be much more subtle. You could not
Okay.
hide the Hummer. You can't hide. I mean, you couldn't hide it. He was driving it to
Right.
school. Take women out in it, whatever he's doing. You know what I
Right,
mean? You
right.
could not hide it. Schools couldn't have done that without you hearing about it already. You know what I mean? It was definitely
Right.
a sports agent. Probably whoever he ended up signing with. He probably just locked
You
him down.
think? You think the Hummer sealed the deal?
I don't
It
know.
didn't
I don't
hurt.
know.
That's how this
Yeah, I
shit
don't know.
works.
It's probably
I don't know.
more what happened
It
in
might-
the Hummer after the
Yeah,
deal.
absolutely. He was like, "Oh, the Hummer,
have sealed the
checking
deal.
the back seat too."
There's a bunch of girls from
Checking the back
Louisville.
seat. I got a sweet deal with Patino.
Oh my gosh!
That's
But I guess the reason I'm bringing it up, the reason that I think it's it's fun to talk about, it's funny, is there's obviously a big thing with amateur players. Can they be paid? Should they be paid? Can they be incentivized? How does this work?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a huge deal. It got him into hot water, and he got through it because he's King James.
He's LeBron James.
Well,
Right.
because he never played for college. He would have
Yeah,
been.
he's
would have
barred
never
from playing
been
college sports.
He would have never been eligible had they
Really?
investigated.
Really?
NCAA, you watch ballers, man. They're thugs. They're not budging. Not even for King James.
So had he existed in the era where you had to play at least it's 1 year, right?
Just
1 year.
couple years.
Had
later,
you-
yes.
A couple years later,
then he would
have gone pro overseas.
There's
he
absolutely
would have
no
figured out an
rule that says
avenue.
1 year of college. It says 1 year removed of your high school graduating class.
Yes.
So he would have been
you
fine.
can start working at Dairy Queen.
You can
and then go to the draft.
You can go overseas. There's
which is what I'll do.
The NBA G League, which is their minor league team. Yes, I said G, not D.
Starting up.
It's sponsored by Gatorade.
What about the big baller league?
Who's doing that? Ice Cube? Is that Ice Cube?
No, that's the 3-on-3.
That's the
league,
3-on-3, which is
Yeah.
sick. That's already been out. You need to watch that. It's
That's
sick.
all the
watch
old
that.
ballers. That's like the 40-year-old
Like
dudes that used to be in the
Iverson, right?
NBA.
And like you'll see like Master P in there too.
I want to watch it.
I'm telling you.
Bullshit.
Master P played in the NBA.
Didn't he
No,
try? No,
Master P played in the NBA. Fact.
Bullshit.
Wrong.
Bring it up.
He played in the NBA Celebrity
He
All-Star game.
tried out for the NBA. He tried out for the Raptors.
NBA
Was it just the NBA All-Star game?
All-Star Celebrity game.
No. Okay. Here,
Celebrity
look it up,
All-Star.
look it up.
Man,
Master P did not
you're
play in the
wasting
NBA.
my
You want to
time.
bet? You want to bet?
Yeah.
All right.
The usual amount?
A beer.
Both. Yes,
Let me see.
double it.
Okay. Wait.
double it.
Wait. What's our bet? $20 right now.
The
We
usual
want-
amount plus everything,
Whatever's in my bank account.
plus everything I
Let's go.
have
Let's go.
to my
Let's
name.
go. $20 bet.
And anything that I could borrow on credit.
You already saw my wallet. I do
Yeah.
not have the $20 on me, but $20 bet. Master P played in the NBA for at least one game.
Not a Celebrity All-Star game?
Not in a Celebrity All-Star game.
Sure, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take, yeah, gladly. He tried out, bro.
No, keep going.
He tried
We're
out. You don't, come on, man.
I'm almost certain you're going to
telling
find
me-
out that his son did.
You're telling me I don't know sports,
Percy Miller Jr.
and you're saying this insanity. Spewing this insanity on the podcast.
We got a preseason game, not a real game.
Hey, man.
Doesn't count.
That's a summer league. That's a bullshit summer league game. That's a tryout.
Preseason doesn't count.
Not real. Not
I
real.
said
I'm
Master
sorry.
P played in the NBA
For at
in a
least
game that was
one
not
game.
I said that is not a Celebrity All-Star game.
Preseason doesn't count, man.
It's not a regular season game, man.
Preseason
If
doesn't
there's a
count.
press release that says Master P dismissed by Raptors and he saw court time, he was on the team.
He was on the summer league
Nay,
team, not the
sir.
12-man roster.
He has played in an NBA arena.
That wasn't the argument.
He has been on
That
an
wasn't
NBA
the
team
bet.
and played in an NBA arena.
That wasn't the bet.
The bet is, whoa, guy. The bet
Oh,
might be
are you
a
trying to
wash
hustle
at
me?
best. The bet might be a wash at
son
best.
of a bitch. Are you
But
trying to hustle me?
Are you kidding me?
with this?
Okay, guys, let us know. Let us settle this
preseason
debate. Let us
counts?
settle this debate. I want you to Google it. It doesn't
Preseason
matter.
counts.
He stepped on the court with
Preseason.
Vince Carter. He stepped on the court with Vince Carter of the Raptors.
We're
and
in
they
here
played
talking
together.
about preseason.
It's practice.
talking about
Hey, he did
preseason.
more than practice. He did
You
more than
son of a
practice.
bitch.
Look,
There's no way that a preseason game qualifies you to win this bet.
let me
There's
see.
no
Let
fucking
me
way,
see.
guy.
Yep, nope. He was on the team preseason. It still counts.
Preseason
it
does
still
not-
counts.
Preseason
played-
game is not a
He
game.
played.
Preseason game is not a game, sir.
There's plenty of articles saying he got cut, but he was on the team. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
you
let's
can't
look
get
up-
cut unless you're ever on the
Let's
team.
look up his official NBA stats.
Okay.
Because I'm sure they exist.
It's a bunch of zeros.
No, there's actually definitely a clip of him hitting a jumper. 8 points. Look at
In-
that.
In preseason,
preseason,
or
not
in
a
the
real
celebrity
game.
match.
Hey,
You know what?
hey. How many points? If us three, okay, if there was 4 people
What
on
is
one
the
team and
argument?
5
What
on
is
the
that?
other, and us 3 replaced Master
makes-
P,
Doesn't matter.
Makes
Would
no
we get any
difference.
Doesn't
points?
matter.
Makes no
Doesn't
difference.
matter. That doesn't
Hey.
mean that the preseason counts for a
Master
regulation
P,
game.
I don't know what these guys have against you right now. Okay, I'm trying to stick up for Master P and the No Limit Soldier himself. Okay, he's
What's
an
the-
all-star.
what's the jam?
He's a celebrity.
Make him say,
Make him say, Hey,
No,
Master P is
no,
the
look,
truth.
I'm not against Master P.
Still
However,
clings to NBA dream. He was. The thing is, he really was good at basketball.
Not play. Yeah, was
He's good at
good.
basketball. And
He
his son was good, too.
He was good enough to leverage his star power to get a fucking tryout.
He made it.
I bet he sold
And
a lot more
play
tickets to
in
that
a-
preseason game than a normal Joe would have.
He made
and
it.
play in a preseason game. He did all of that. Good for him, man. Good for him.
see.
Didn't play regulation. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Yeah, weigh
Next
in.
topic.
You know, weigh in. Whatever.
He once scored 8 points in an exhibition game against the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Exhibition, not a regulation
The
game.
Vancouver Grizzlies, just a little side
Throwback.
note, don't
throwback,
exist.
Throwback. Well,
It's not even a real thing.
Don't
not
do
a real
that
thing.
because you know they were legit at one point. It's an NBA team.
Listen,
It's an NBA team.
They were so good they moved them to Memphis.
listen.
Hey.
We've been talking sports this whole damn
They
episode.
don't like basketball.
It's
in
time to
Vancouver.
switch. We're switching gears.
Go ahead, guys.
We're switching gears. We're talking
Go
about
ahead.
Deadpool 2. Listen to me. Listen to me, sir and sir. PG-13 Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I know
happening.
about it.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, I think I showed it to you.
No.
No, I showed you the article. about it,
You
asking me
showed me
what
the
fuck
article.
was this.
Have you seen the trailer?
I have not.
We're gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it right now. We're gonna do the trailer. All right.
Am I
So
slightly excited?
I'm
like not.
Quick recap.
I'm only excited to shit on it.
quick recap. Deadpool 2. They're doing a PG-13 cut. It's coming out.
Deadpool 2 has been out for months.
It's coming out around Christmas time. They just put out a trailer.
They want more money.
They definitely want more money, and they also
Ryan Reynolds is making $12 million for this garbage,
They know how to get it.
and they're gonna. I'm definitely paying for a ticket.
They know how to get it. So, Deadpool 2 trailer.
So you guys have both seen this. I'm the only one.
I haven't.
Going to give a
No,
genuine,
yeah,
I've
I've
not
seen
seen
it.
the trailer.
I'll give a genuine reaction to this mess. Fred Savage. Sick.
I need you. Working. Marvel. Yeah, but you're, Marvel licensed by Fox. It's like if the Beatles were produced by Nickelback. It's music, but it sucks.
All right, I'm going to tell you right now.
The funny thing about that joke is it was completely backwards.
You guys are going to be highly disappointed. I'm going to start this over because I'm going to tell you right now.
Christmas.
You cannot hear
A
that
good guy in
through
red
the actual show.
is coming to
Because of
theaters
technical
with his new
difficulties. Because I don't know what I'm
sidekick,
doing.
Fred.
Well, it's fine.
So we're starting it over. So there's going to be a weird
Once
silence.
again, we'll see. Fred Savage.
Why am I here?
Which
You're
honestly,
in a
it should have been.
PG-13
I'm a bigger.
version of
I'm a
Deadpool.
Ben Savage
Filtered
guy. 'Cause I'm a
through
bigger
the prison
Boy
of
Meets World
childlike
fan. Like he was.
innocence.
What is that?
And
198?
nobody does childlike
And that was
innocence
like
you
slightly
for
before my
nobody.
time.
I
You
need
guys know how
you
old I am.
almost as
Slightly
much as
before
you
my
need
time.
me.
I don't
Yeah.
It was
You
definitely
need
my
me to untie you.
So I like Boy Meets World.
Once we're
It's
done.
little brother. And Topanga.
I loved your working up.
I'm sorry?
Don't get too attached.
Once upon a Deadpool.
Kind of prefer Marvel movies.
We are Marvel.
Yeah, but you're, Marvel licensed by Fox. It's like if the Beatles were produced by Nickelback. It's music, but it sucks.
You were nicer as a kid.
Rated PG-13. Limited
And
engagement
once
in
again, back
theaters
to my
December
point.
12th.
That joke is just backwards.
Bro,
That's
joke
why I
is
don't
backwards.
Think, that's why I don't think the joke's funny.
That's a
'cause
day
it's
one
backwards.
film.
Bro,
It's backwards.
It's
Bro.
a day one film.
I'm just telling you.
Opening night film for me.
That movie
I'm
is
just telling you.
What did it say? I didn't even see. Is it Christmas?
It's
Yeah,
it's supposed to be
December
December.
21st. I think it was.
21st. Okay, gotcha.
And, I don't know.
Did you know? Okay, do you guys do the movies on Christmas? Like, have you guys ever done that?
No.
You know that's like a huge thing, though, right?
I've got
Yeah.
too much
I
extended
know I have.
family.
I've
But
never
yes,
done
I've
that.
done it.
I've never done that my entire life. But like, I
I've
grew
done
up
it
next to
before.
that
Yeah,
theater
it's
on
a
the
huge
east side.
thing. I've done it before.
It's always packed. I never knew about it really, and
Here's-
never done it.
But here's what's crazy. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds,
That
Van
looks,
Wilder.
that looks hilarious. I'm just saying.
It does look fun. Like,
That
and
looks
I'm sure
hilarious.
it's gonna be funny. That's the thing. It's gonna be funny. Once again, back to my original gripe. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
of
get
course.
my money.
Yeah.
I'd rather it not be PG-13.
Well, you had that
and I
version
already saw.
already.
But they already
Exactly.
gave
So
you
I'd
that.
rather them just never fucking do
New
this.
perspective. I have 8 and 11-year-old boys who aren't allowed to watch rated R movies. They watch every superhero movie with me. Every one of them. Every Avengers. Every Thor.
Yeah.
We go to every single one of them. This is gonna. They begged and begged and begged to see Deadpool. This is their opportunity today. Like they're going to get to finally watch something from Deadpool.
You know, like, and I understand. Maybe your kids do, but like, I would look at my kids. Do you really deserve to be as happy as I am when I see this movie right now? Like, I really want to.
It's not a bad
movie,
argument.
and
It's
I'm-
not a bad argument.
Like, because here's the thing. Like,
Spoken like a guy with no kids.
I take care of Mara, and she wouldn't want to watch Deadpool, so it doesn't really apply. But like, I don't want to watch this watered down garbage. At the end of the day, that's all it really is.
I'm just saying. I don't think they're gonna water.
I'm gonna watch it, and it might not be watered down garbage,
look.
but that's how it's spun. That's like
Here's
how
the
it's
thing,
spun.
though. Here's the thing, though. We don't know exactly what they're gonna do. We don't know exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They just showed a clip. That is supposed to specify.
You think he's
here's-
gonna take Fred
here's what
Savage
we're
around
about.
with him?
What? No, definitely not.
Okay.
But they showed a trailer. They showed a clip of what. Hey, this is what we're thinking and it killed, man. That's hilarious. The Up joke, hilarious.
It's good.
That was hilarious.
Up is going to be better than this PG-13 Deadpool too.
Of course, Up's better than almost everything. So
lot.
we're not gonna
Really
get into that because you're right. But the Up joke was hilarious.
Yep.
The Marvel Nickelback joke, that's fantastic. You're doing the whole unpopular opinion thing. Just don't even, just save your breath on that one.
Oh god.
Just save your breath on that one because that also was hilarious. I'm just saying, I think it's going to be really good. I think it has the potential to be really good. There's a funny thing because I read about with Deadpool, even the first one. There's an interesting thing with Deadpool in that he is, for the most part, wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
So the dialogue that ended up in the movie was not necessarily the original dialogue.
Okay.
Because they had an opportunity to go back through and punch up lines.
Oh yeah, that makes sense too.
So it's like, okay,
really easy to do voiceover work when you can't see what the fuck the mouth is.
Exactly.
So, yeah, absolutely.
There's a good amount of that happened even in the cuts that we saw, 1 and 2 of the R-rated versions.
Yeah.
They did a lot of that. And so what I'm saying is, we just watched a trailer that was totally,
open.
appropriate.
You have no,
it was a PG-13 trailer.
And it's like open. You have no idea what's going on.
And it was
there.
hilarious.
No idea.
So you could absolutely be creative enough to make Deadpool funny
Is it gonna
without using the F word.
Is it going to be
You
8
could
Crazy
do it.
Nights? Well, yeah. I mean, you don't have to use the F word. You don't have to use the F word to be funny. But
Dude, I fucking love it. I love using that word.
It's like a great word, and it like brings emphasis to certain things. But you don't have to use it.
But
Will Smith don't got to cuss in his rap to sell records. Well, I do.
I do.
So fuck him.
There it is.
And fuck you too.
And you too. But I think they can do it. I think they can pull it off. I think they can make it funny. Now they only did 1 day of shooting of new for new footage.
What does that even
They
mean?
did 1 day.
Right. So they play a scene. They're like, Fred, react to that scene.
That's what they did. Yeah, they did a handful of scenes with Fred Savage.
Mm-hmm.
They shot that up bench scene.
Yeah.
They probably shot a couple more that aren't
12
in the trailer.
hours.
And
12
that's
hours,
it.
a couple bagels later, it's done.
And that's it. And then they recut some things.
Yeah.
They probably redubbed some things.
They had a bunch of footage we haven't seen before. Obviously, it's a movie. I mean, there's always footage we haven't seen before. Maybe they use some of that.
I don't know. What's your take, Justin? What's your take on it?
Oh, it's again day one.
It's a lock for you.
Yeah,
It's
for
done.
sure.
You're not frustrated about it at all?
No, I saw both Deadpools in theater. Loved them both. Give me another take on it. Fine.
Well, I mean, you make $1 million a year, so you can go see the movie twice.
Or, and
Settle down,
try
guys.
taking 2 kids to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's $100 a pop.
Exactly.
Right?
It's going to be an expensive trip. It just, I don't know. It gets frustrating in that aspect of paying money to see something that you've seen again. Now, they need to make it different enough to where you don't feel like you've been.
You don't think they're
bamboozled.
gonna? You don't think they're gonna try that? You think they're gonna be like, hey, let's slap another cover on it and go ahead?
Typically, I wouldn't, but some people continue to fuck up
Dude,
like that. So
no,
Not that group.
with a different
Well, yeah, maybe
different
not that
franchise,
group.
with a different franchise, I might be with you.
yeah,
If it was Transformers, are we talking about Transformers doing a PG cut of one of their PG-13 movies? I'm with you. Because also, fuck Transformers.
yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Exactly. And I mean, but that's the
not
thing.
what they're talking. We're talking about a group that is genuinely passionate about what they're doing.
Yeah.
The only reason that it even exists is because they're so passionate about it.
Yeah.
And they leak footage online, and people liked it.
I'm a skeptic.
This is also the avenue to get Deadpool into the rest of the Marvel's universe. Now we get him down to PG-13, see if it works, and now the next one you can have him incorporated in with fucking Iron Man.
And you're gonna
the
love
rest
that,
of it.
right? Right, Teddy's so reckless. Teddy's so
That
reckless.
is
Gonna love
so
it.
garbage. Literally,
That's
the whole
that's what's
MCU
happening,
is
right?
so garbage, and it doesn't need to happen. Like it doesn't
We're
need to
not
happen.
going
That's
through
why.
that.
That's
All
why the
right, we're
whole
not
joke.
doing
That's why the
Marvel.
whole joke
We're
was
not doing-
reversed.
We're not doing Marvel, Ben.
God damn it.
You're wrong.
Save something for next week.
You're wrong about that.
Get you some material. Come back.
Slow down. You'll be okay. You're gonna be.
He's not going to be okay. He is what he is. But
God.
that's not going to help him get to defend
Thank you.
Marvels.
God, I like that.
No,
I really
but
did like that. I don't know. I like that. He's not gonna be okay. He is what he is.
He is what he is.
I like that.
I
Appropriate.
bet you'll steal it.
I did read
I
something
am.
that was
It's
interesting.
mine now.
I read something that was interesting. I guess the studios are pushing for quicker streaming and like VOD, video on demand, whatever. So studios, Warner Brothers, Paramount, Disney, whoever's still around,
all the top
they're
dogs.
pushing for quicker release dates for streaming and video on demand. They're
like
pushing for
after
that.
theater to
Exactly.
as they should be.
But they're fighting the studios against that. So and the studios are obviously against that because if it's in theaters and you decide, I don't want to, and you know for a fact 2 weeks later it's gonna be on Netflix or it's gonna be somewhere, then you definitely aren't going to.
But typically, what is the wait? Like 3 months?
90 days is the minimum,
and that is that's a while.
But it's really interesting. But the studios are fighting it. But the article I read was really interesting. It was like studios are fighting this because they don't want to be hung up by the movie theaters, which makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? But then the next space paragraph. But they may have ulterior motives because all of the studios are in the works of creating their own streaming networks.
Oh, there you go.
They're all chasing Netflix. Yeah. All of them.
Well, yeah.
Every single one is working on some streaming
Trying to do
deal.
something with
and so
it.
they're like, no, we want to push
cool
it faster. Because they want to get it to their own streaming service.
Absolutely. Well, and that's going to be the thing,
funny.
though. Like, they're going to have, they're going to have rights, immediate rights or whatever, as opposed to other companies probably having delayed rights of some sort. You never really know how that stuff's going to work out. Politics, man.
Politics, bro.
Politics.
All right, we about ready to shut this thing down? We've been doing this for a minute.
I gotta pay.
You gotta pee. You gotta get out of here, right?
I done drank like 32 Dr. Peppers.
You're about to hit the town, right?
Possibly. I'm gonna probably hang around for a minute and just holler at you guys, and then I'm gonna hit the town. But one, I was not hungry but thirsty, and two, they was free. And they was free on account of the fact that it was free.
13 Dr. Peppers that night. So let's shut this thing down.
Shut it down.
Justin, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It was a pleasure.
It was good. This is the first time we've talked without cards.
We're gonna have to do it again.
We're gonna have to stop that though. We need cards.
Yeah, we need cards.
Man's got to eat.
Need cards.
We will most certainly be doing it again. What else is going on? Make sure you follow us on Instagram at MBPod, Twitter at Podcast Bullshit.
Podcast Bullshit on Twitter, the best handle.
Podcast Bullshit. It's a dope handle. Full disclosure, it has jack shit to do with our name, but it just sounds dope. So I like it.
MBPod on Instagram.
MBPod on Instagram. We got a lot of stuff going on there. And email us if you want to be on the show. If you have questions, if you know someone that should be on the show. You want to talk to us, whatever, email us.
We're open to meet new friends.
Yo, that's yo at mbpod.com. And until then, we'll see you next time. We'll be here next week doing what we do. Tanner?
Doing what we do. You can start to get a big head when you first become rich and famous. If you want a huge head, take steroids. Barry Bonds. Thanks, everybody. You like it? Barry Bonds, hey man, he's the king of steroids.